World Champion, timeless Tony Storm, who will be in action here tonight. Plus, the arrival of this man, Hangman Adam Page.
Bottom line, at All In, when the bell rings, I know it's going to be you versus Moxley one-on-one. But there's a lot of time between now and then, and it's not just Moxley you have to worry about. There's Claudio, there's Yuta, Gabe Kidd, Marina. You can't fight them all by yourself. And no matter what the Bucks say to you to your face, you know they're only in this for themselves. Look, I'd be there for you if I could, but I can't. I do have friends in this locker room. Despite the history between us, they'll be there for you when you need it. But there are other guys here that have some harsh feelings about you. You might want to try and rectify that situation. Something to think about.
AEW SummerBlockbuster is coming your way on TBS and live on Max. I'm Excalibur, joined by Ian Riccaboni, the human suplex machine Taz, and we are kicking things off with a dream rematch here tonight.
For a limited contest in September on call with a 30-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from Essex, England, weighing 225 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
Ian Riccaboni, over the last few weeks, Will Ospreay, he's been trying to play peacemaker. He's been trying to bring Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland together to have their combined efforts to face Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, and his Death Riders.
Certainly is trying to build a coalition here in AEW. Trying to align the stars, the forces. You heard Christopher Daniels talk about it. Taz, here tonight, though, he's gotten under the skin of Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, well, tonight it's not about being allies or trying to be allies. It's about a battle. It's about two guys that are just in a pressure cooker against each other. That's what this is going to be.
Their lone previous AEW encounter between Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland came nearly 1 year ago at Forbidden Door, where Will Ospreay unsuccessfully challenged Swerve for the AEW World Championship.
That was one of the most hotly contested bouts I've ever seen. 28 minutes each man.
Whose
firing their best
house?
shot.
And his opponent, being accompanied by Prince Nana from Tacoma, Washington, weighing 230 pounds, Swerve Strickland.
Taz, over the course of their careers, Swerve Strickland holds a 3-1 lifetime advantage in singles meetings. Ospreay has spoken about how Swerve was more than a mentor. He's like an older brother to Ospreay. Has Ospreay, despite the disadvantage on paper, has he gotten to the level of Swerve Strickland?
I definitely think he has, in my opinion. Both these men are on a very high elite level for sure. And there's no doubt in my mind that man right there, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay, is at the same speed level, star power, ability, all that stuff as Strickland is.
What's curious to me, though, Excalibur, is Swerve Strickland is coming into this bout not particularly because he has a grudge with Will Ospreay, but it's almost as if he was offended by the fact that Ospreay would almost overlook Swerve being in the title picture and hitch his horse, hitch his wagon to Hangman Adam Page going into All in Texas.
We are off to the races here tonight. Summer Blockbuster. Just entering the first of 4 live hours here on TBS and Max. Ospreay makes the first move, takes the side headlock.
And a divided crowd here in Portland, Taz.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they love both these men. What's not to love? Both tremendous fan favorites, tremendous athletes. Quick drop down leapfrog now by Ospreay.
Waistlock taken by Swerve, ducks underneath the back elbow.
Oh, whoa.
Ospreay vaults, finds his feet, and now comes back through T. Harris. Swerve had the T. Harris scouted, but Ospreay reversed, both men springing up.
And Hurricane Rana popped out.
And now T. Harris. Ospreay's turn to cartwheel out.
Well, lots of similarities between these two athletes for sure regarding the in-ring ability and style.
Relationship between Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay goes back more than a decade. And it was a relationship where Swerve, as we mentioned, served as a mentor, an older brother, a guiding figure to Will Ospreay early in Ospreay's career.
Absolutely. Swerve Strickland would travel to the UK, became a prominent star there in parallel to his budding career in the United States. I think back to Forbidden Door, Taz, it was almost a mirror image. Both men tried to execute their finishing move on one another.
Yeah, it's like what I was saying, Ian, you know, the similarities between both. They both have similar styles in that ring. They think the same. This is a strong lockup by both guys here.
Ospreay backing Swerve up to the ropes. Referee Paul Turner, third man in the ring.
And already has the gloves on, Excalibur. We got a shot of it earlier. Will Ospreay already a bit of a bleed from the nose. Could be travel related.
Could have been some incidental contact in that grappling exchange. Nothing incidental about that. Intentional elbow strike.
Definitely get a little more blood coming out, and I think that's what's happening here with Ospreay. I'm not sure if it's his nose, his mouth. You can see it on his left wrist of his tape on his wrist.
Just dripping. And this is the kind of star power we'd expect for an event called Summer Blockbuster. Heading into Summer Blockbuster season.
Ospreay snaps off. Rana. Body slam, standing sky twister press from the aerial assassin.
Well, Ospreay makes it look easy. It's unbelievable what this guy can do in regards to aerial abilities and athleticism.
And Taz, we can only speculate about what's going on with Will Ospreay's nose, but if it's a broken nose, that does not bode well. I mean, Ospreay, extremely well-conditioned athlete, but then he's going to be heaving breath through his mouth.
Absolutely. He probably does have a broken nose. I mean, it happens. It could happen on a lockup. It could happen easily on a lockup. They did some chain wrestling. It could happen anyway. I mean, and definitely it will affect your breathing. You're right about that.
And of course, Ian, the affected breathing would lead to inhibited ability for Ospreay to perform those high-flying attacks.
100% that oxygen intake, that VO2 max, so critical for Ospreay's ability, but not going to the air, going straight to the chest.
It's not affecting Strickland one bit. Might want to rethink this, Will.
We know Swerve Strickland's ability to endure punishment. We know how tough Swerve Strickland can be. And Ospreay, he knows that as well, but Swerve, we talked about Ospreay leveling up, Taz, but Swerve just had an incredible last 18 months, 2 years.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely has been on the proverbial roll for sure. I mean, he's been on fire, Strickland has, and right now he's in control of this matchup. I mean, it's Summer Blockbuster right now here live on Dynamite. This is definitely a blockbuster match to kick off this episode. And like you said, we got 4 hours live here.
Yeah, Timeless Toni Storm, AEW Women's World Champion, will be in action tonight against Julia Hart with Mercedes Moné joining us at the desk. Our Hurt Syndicate. We will see them function as a trio for the first time tonight as they take on Jet Speed and Mascara Dorado. We'll have more on that in a moment. Mystico, the brightest star of CMLL, will be in action later on tonight. Part of Summer Blockbuster as Swerve Flatliner.
Right on the nose. He drove him right face first.
Excellent point, Taz, as now Swerve bringing Ospreay down the hard way. Cover made, and Ospreay able to kick out.
Strong lateral press cover, didn't hook the leg, which I'm fine with personally. It's okay. Even though he didn't get the victory, a lateral press with all of his body weight on the upper body of Ospreay. You don't need to hook a leg. I think that's a little bit overrated, in my opinion.
And Ian, this match came about because of Ospreay's attempts at making peace between Hangman and Swerve, but both Hangman and Swerve made it abundantly clear they will never, under any circumstances, have either's back. And Ospreay, it's a futile effort that ultimately frustrated Swerve and got this match to this point.
Well, that bridge is in ashes right now, and I know there's an answer, but Swerve and Hangman have made it abundantly clear that neither will be on the same page.
Was that a backbreaker or a rib breaker? Either way, Swerve making the cover and Ospreay kicking out.
You're landing on the man's quad and his knee, meaning Ospreay's body, kind of the kidney region, which is, that's a lot of pain. Trust me. It hurts a lot.
See Ospreay,
can't breathe,
speaking of breathing, trying to clear that blood from his nose, but if that nose is broken, Taz, the worst thing Ospreay can do is try to blow the air out to.
Well, sorry, Excalibur, that's what Strickland's trying to do with the armbar. He's trying to cup the nose to prevent oxygen going in the nostrils of Ospreay. And Ospreay realized it and kept prying his hand off.
But Ospreay fighting up to a vertical position. Arm drag attempted, but no. Swerve just grounding Ospreay.
Good armbar. Knee, if you notice a second ago, the knee of Strickland is in the left side of the rib cage area to keep him down. You see the knee was there, and Ospreay knows it. You want to get off your side, get to your butt, get to the ropes, get to a vertical base. Just don't lay there, and it's tough. Easier said than done when a guy's got you arm hooked.
The City of Roses coming alive. Excalibur trying to get Ospreay back in this.
Ospreay looking for that chop once again, but Swerve just absorbed it and now putting pressure on the shoulder of Will Ospreay.
City of Roses. I didn't see one rose today at all.
Rip City as Swerve, in more ways than one, with a big elbow on the arm.
Exactly. Yeah, Strickland knows he is in control here, and Ospreay knows. That was more than a chop right there.
That one Swerve felt.
That was more than a chop. That was kind of a inverted forearm shiver. The forearm.
That caught Swerve on the throat.
Absolutely. Ospreay back in this handspring.
A corkscrew kick. Swerve struggling here.
Let's take a look here.
Oh, jeez. Right on the windpipe.
That point of that wrist, absolutely.
Now elbow strike from Ospreay, back Swerve up towards center, and Ospreay, the springboard elbow, and Swerve bails out.
The smart move for Swerve to get a breather, but Ospreay.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of a breather it is out there with Ospreay in the ring. Ian, you know that. Could be in a bad spot, Strickland, right now.
The Theater of the Clouds coming to life here in Portland, Oregon, and the aerial assassin takes flight. The Sasuke special earns Ospreay the advantage as this match continues here on TBS and Max.
see what's going on there with the right arm of Strickland. He's grabbing the top of his shoulder because that's kind of the part of the body of Strickland where Ospreay landed. So that's all of Ospreay's weight landing on top of your deltoid, man. That is rough.
Now Ospreay sending Swerve into the barricade, and Ospreay.
Look at me, bitch. Oh, nice front kick, Ian, to the face of Strickland. They gave him a little nice, kind words before he kicked him.
Calling his shot like the great Bambino right through the jaw of Swerve Strickland. And it's amazing how fast Ospreay can recover, get himself back in this. You see them. Oh!
Well, you make a great point on that, Ian, because of these insanely aerial maneuvers he's able to do for so many years, meaning Ospreay. And he hit Strickland with that before the break there, so it definitely slowed down Strickland.
And it looks like the blood has successfully clotted in the nose. It looks like Ospreay has a breathing path now, and Ospreay going to that knee. Oh, goodness.
The knee of Swerve Strickland wrapped around the steel ring post.
Well, you can see the look in the eye of Ospreay. He kind of knows things are shifting towards his way now.
Ospreay the hammer throw across. Swerve hard to the corner, and Ospreay follows up. AEW Summer Blockbuster live on TBS, streaming on Max. Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland, one-on-one to kick off our broadcast, and Ospreay has regained the advantage, Taz.
Shot to the back of the head. Never saw it, Strickland did, and man, there was a lot of intent behind that blow by Ospreay.
Ian, as you observed during the break, Ospreay with the bloodied nose, but it seems to have clotted for the moment. Oscutter, though, countered by Swerve.
And that might reopen things. The impact on the head. The neck breaker now plants Ospreay. The pendulum has swung once more.
Guys are going move for move, back and forth here. Another neck breaker coming, maybe a nice counter, backslide.
Backslide, high stack by Ospreay. Swerve able to escape out. Now Ospreay sent to the apron. As Swerve again looking for a neck breaker.
Thinks he's found an opening.
Fought his way out of it, did Ospreay. Nice block, then sweep, then kick by Strickland.
Ospreay left in a very disadvantageous position as Swerve.
Oh my God.
A neck breaker on the floor. As Ospreay has not been shy about talking about his neck issues, about how he has numbness in his fingertips just through the punishment he has taken over his career. That is something not lost on Swerve Strickland.
Absolutely, you're correct, Excalibur. You're exposing your game plan, not game plan, you're exposing your playbook, I should say. But, you know, that's what Ospreay is. He's an open book. He just shares his emotions.
Almost to a fault.
It is, yeah, exactly. He's just a straight up honest cat who tells these fans everything that's going on with him, but guys like Strickland are paying attention, Ian.
Well, and I think he's made the cardinal mistake. He's working for peace with that open book. Unfortunately, Swerve is working for money. He's working for titles. He's working to get back on the marquee.
Well, I agree with Swerve. That's how you do this. It's about making money. But watch out. Ospreay's in grave danger here. I'm telling you, this is bad.
On the ropes, the Swerve stomp to the lower back as Swerve continues to punish the spine of Will Ospreay. Lateral press again, too, and Ospreay kicking out. Not a lot of energy in the kick out, but he was able to break.
Yeah, you know, and even though it wasn't a lot of exuberance behind the kick out, it still was a kick out, right? It counts, it works. But you can see that Will is in a bad way right now.
You see at the bottom of your screen, we will be in Mexico City, Mexico next week, part of a massive summer here in All Elite Wrestling as we make our debut at the Cathedral of Lucha Libre in Arena, Mexico. Plus, we'll be in Seattle, Washington for Collision and Dynamite as Swerve attempting to target.
Oh, he's definitely going to pull that shoulder apart, tear a bicep here. He's going to whip this.
Digging the knuckles.
Yeah, grinding into the rib cage.
As Ospreay, though, into a roll-up.
Quick side headlock into that roll.
Whoa! House call avoided. Hidden blade avoided. Oh, the up kick right on the nose of Ospreay. You saw how he immediately was clutching his face, Ian.
Absolutely, but Ospreay for every move now.
What a shot. He might get it. Ospreay's going to win this match here, I think.
Ospreay, the double underhook.
Could it be?
Stormbreaker, no. Swerve to his feet and Swerve.
That swing out slam now into the front face lock.
Swerve. Was looking for the brainbuster, but Ospreay found the stun dog millionaire, the counter. And now Ospreay. Connor, no! Into the Jujigatame.
Short arm scissor here. Short arm scissor because Ospreay turned that hand and it was a Jujigatame, but then turned the hand in. Strickland transitioned into a short arm scissor.
Yeah, beautiful adaptation by Swerve Strickland. Ospreay attempting to maneuver closer to the ropes.
And with every movement, that neck wears down even further. This is so smart on multiple levels by Swerve.
Absolutely, those short arm scissors are rough. Good roll through to counter it. Let's see if Will has the power to power this man up.
Ospreay, wow. Trying with one arm and Ospreay just heaving Swerve blindly into the corner.
Yeah, well, the issue with that is you are defenseless. The back of your skull is hitting that second turnbuckle, and there's a little pad on there, but I promise you, those things are hard as hell.
But Taz, I mean, that was a risky move for Ospreay, being trapped in that short arm scissor. He could have popped a bicep.
Sure.
Swerve telegraphed the high kick, caught Ospreay on the knee when he covered up. Wait a second, Ospreay giving Swerve a taste of the peri-peri.
Still sitting there, Strickland.
Yeah, Strickland stunned on the ropes. Ospreay reverse! Huracan Rana! Ospreay could be looking to peel off that elbow pad or not.
Took a little too much time. Swerve able to retaliate, the forearm now off the ropes.
Wow! The Spanish Fly, the cover! And Swerve able to break free. Ospreay a third time. Got it, and he finds it! Ospreay, the leg is hooked, and Swerve now his turn to make the escape.
Big time kick out by Swerve right there. Ospreay had this match won. Got to give that man a lot of credit. Strickland showing his toughness. People here in Portland respect the athleticism of both these men, the battle these guys are going through.
Ospreay, the double underhook, could be thinking Stormbreaker again.
Or maybe
Swerve
worse.
was able to counter it once.
Oh, look at this. Up and over.
Ospreay over the top to the floor. Swerve following up. No. Swerve to the apron.
Cat and mouse here.
That's on his feet. I think Swerve jammed his knee.
Might have. You could do it that way for sure. Ospreay's got some bad intentions in his mind here.
Wait a second, Swerve. Oh, the hidden blade!
Wow.
And Swerve wiped out by Ospreay as this match rages on.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Ospreay giving up himself to deliver perhaps a decisive blow.
Taz, I don't know if our cameras caught it or if we can get another look at it, but when Swerve when he did that backflip off the apron, he touched Swerve's boot. It seems like maybe might have over-rotated Swerve a little bit, which led to Swerve jamming that knee.
I think your observation is perfectly correct. I saw the same thing, and I think you're right. Setting him up for that hidden blade, which was hidden and nasty. And you're getting hit right in the back of the beam, defenseless when that happens. Second time now in this match. Swerve got hit in the back of the head.
Ospreay perhaps content with the count out as Swerve beats the count.
Springboard.
Hey! Missile drop kick to the side of the head, the cover, and the win. No!
Big pressure, big moments, big resilience from Swerve right now.
Well, that's who Swerve is. He is big pressure. He loves it. But this guy, Ospreay, special kind of pro wrestler for sure. Let's go figure four here, guys.
Yeah. Ospreay intercepted the upkick attempt, and now figure four locked in on that damaged knee of Swerve Strickland.
Hit him with a left jab right in the lip, too, did Ospreay. Another one right there. He's jabbing at his face.
And this is a great move by Ospreay, isolating that knee that was jammed on the way down.
when you're in a figure four, you cannot explain how tight it is, you know, on both your knees. I mean, it's so tight, you feel like you're in cement. So I could I could feel kind of what Strickland's feeling.
Swerve trying to rotate to his left side, and you see Ospreay grabbing the hand, bringing Swerve back to a seated position, preventing the reversal of the figure four. Now Ospreay bridging up to apply more downward pressure on the patellar tendon.
Well, there's no reason to exert any more energy than Strickland just did. He knows he's trapped in a nasty submission. He had to get his shoulder off the mat. He just lifted. There's no reason to go crazy with it. That was smart of Strickland. That's a veteran.
Swerve was doing a good job, Taz, of rounding those shoulders.
Yeah.
And he was on the mat.
You're right. He definitely was doing that too.
And it's been Ospreay, though, who's kept this hold in the center of the ring at this point. Anytime there's maneuvering by Swerve, Ospreay's brought it right back to the AEW in the center.
As now Swerve, the reversal.
Nice counter.
And Ospreay was able to turn it around, but into the ropes. Referee Paul Turner calling for the break. You see Ospreay worrying after that potentially broken nose.
Swerve gripping the knee, Ospreay the shoulder. Both men battle-worn here.
Yeah, they've been through hell, and this thing is, it's not over.
Right.
AEW Summer Blockbuster live. We are in the midst of a dramatic battle between Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay. As Ospreay sizing up Swerve and a kick on target.
Great extension in the leg, great flexibility by Ospreay. He's going to do another one, I think.
Wow, with precision.
And we saw Swerve absorbing those chops from Ospreay early on. Now he seems to have absorbed 2 consecutive kicks.
It may have woken up the adrenaline, may have jolted Swerve. Oh, that may have turned it off. Wait a minute.
The roar from Swerve, but he drops to his knees as Ospreay lands again. Ospreay.
Hidden blade's coming, guys, but it's not hidden. It's coming right at the face of Strickland.
Ospreay, no!
Holy cow.
Ospreay had it overcooked. Went shoulder into that middle turnbuckle pad, and now Swerve on the attack.
Going after that arm, I believe that's what Strickland's doing here. Because man, Oswald, wow. He's got that arm bent up. This is dangerous up here in the second rope.
Almost like a Kimura, but wrenching it forward now.
He didn't have it completely key locked, but oh God.
Swerve sending Ospreay crashing down, and he did it all by putting the pressure on that left arm.
Well, here you see this hidden blade that, well, didn't hit, and bam, you see how hard Ospreay's face hit that buckle. Now back live here, back to that short arm scissor.
Yeah, Ospreay, he was trapped in this hold for quite a bit of time earlier on in this match, and now finds himself once again.
You can hear the desperation in Ospreay to get to that bottom rope. He knows this short arm scissor is nasty. He's trying everything he can to get out of that hold.
Yeah, you see the frantic kicks of the legs by Will Ospreay as now Swerve.
The triangle here, yep. Triangle choke, and you can get a pin cover. The ref's got to keep an eye on Strickland's shoulders as he's doing a good job, the ref.
Look at this from his back. Swerve using his elbows, battering the head of the aerial assassin.
Trying to get that arm hyperextended. As Ospreay now vertically. Wait a minute.
Ospreay, one arm captured. As Swerve trying to hammer the Styles Clash and lace. Oh, the dead eye! The dead eye from Swerve Strickland. Wow. 1, 2, throw. No!
Right out of the playbook of Hangman Page there, man, with that dead eye.
A lot of messages being sent here, and the biggest and loudest and clearest one could be sent here.
Swerve on the ascent. Ospreay on the receiving end note of the Swerve stomp once again. Oh, blade! Ospreay covers. Oh, Swerve kicking out. Taz, we saw it right before we went to our last break. Swerve seemed to have tweaked his knee on the outside. And then he tweaked it once again when he came down for that swerve stomp, which opened the door for a third hidden blade by Ospreay.
Yeah, and it's very obvious that Ospreay's paying attention to the knee buckling issues of Strickland and trying his best to capitalize, but Strickland kicking out. Nana, you can see on the outside, Prince Nana, very concerned for his man Strickland, and he should be.
And it's Swerve and Ospreay now. Both men table position, trying to get back to their knees. A vertical base perhaps, leaving it all in the ring.
Ospreay gritting his teeth as Swerve, the grin, the laugh. And Taz, we are getting into the deep water of this match. 30-minute time limit. Look over to my left at the timekeeper table. So you gestured at me. More than 25 minutes in.
Boom! Yeah. And these guys are not slowing down. They are throwing just blows at each other's face heavily.
Swerve with the high ground.
And Ospreay, that little pump of adrenaline.
Just a touch of madness in his eyes.
Now a very heavy exchange here, center of the ring. Ospreay, the knees nearly buckling, but he steadies himself.
Smart going low with that round kick. Another one right to the side of the quadricep of Strickland. Nice block. Arm ringer, snap down, kick to the head.
The house call on target.
Great job, Strickland. That was excellent.
A little bit of a limp, trying to get the blood flowing again. Here, Excalibur all the way to the top.
Strickland to the top. Swerve! Stop! This has got to be! No!
And what more do they have to do?
Oh, the arm. Watch that arm.
What more do they have to give it?
Oh, the snap of the arm! As Ospreay in agony. Swerve! The appeal, the house call! But the counter by Ospreay! The underhook! Storm Breaker! What are we watching here? What an incredible battle to kick off this 4-hour summer blockbuster here on TBS and Max.
I'm being told we're on 28 minutes right now. These guys are battling, guys.
This has surpassed their first match, if that's accurate, Taz. In terms of length, what more do they have to give Excalibur? What more can they do?
Ospreay trying to double underhook those arms again. Could Swerve survive a second Stormbreaker?
Look at Swerve. Swerve trying to drop those hips, Taz.
Yeah, well, he's smart. He's trying to block it, but the leverage is on the side of the guy applying the hold, and that's Ospreay. And you can see in Ospreay's eyes.
I think Ospreay's he's thinking Tiger Driver, but the conflict.
Don't do it, Ospreay. Don't do it.
Nope. Swerve finds his feet.
That bicep.
We got 90 seconds left here. Watch out. Oh, my God, this is dangerous.
Oh, that's
No!
Breaker!
Oh, my God. He's ripe for the picking, Strickland. He's sitting there defenseless, dude.
As the clock ticks down. Strickland. Call again, but Ospreay.
Got to get him in the rings. Swerve, you got to get him in the ring to beat him.
A touch of fortune entering the final minute as Ospreay on the apron. Swerve needs to find him.
Got to get him in the ring, but you're right. Strickland don't even know where the hell he's at.
29 plus minutes of punishment for both men as Ospreay on the apron. Swerve, I don't think he realizes where the clock is at.
I don't think he cares at this point. Ospreay has no idea where the hell he is. I can promise you that. He's out. He's out almost on his feet. Not on his feet. He's just out. 30 left here. 30 seconds left.
Less than half a minute. Swerve Strickland.
Got to get on the hop here, Strickland.
Need to take one last shot, one last attempt here at something.
Got to get him in the ring, but I don't know what Swerve's up to here.
Strickland maybe thinking that he had, oh no, Swerve, the stumble.
Don't have the strength. He's got that issue with that knee, and oh man, he's up there now though.
And Strickland. There is the bell. 30 minutes have elapsed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 30-minute time limit has expired. This bout is a draw.
Well, I understand people's frustrations because they want to see a winner. I respect that, but these men went the distance, guys. I mean, and they busted their asses out here.
And if Swerve, I think if Swerve had moved with a little more purpose, a little more urgency, Taz, he could have brought Ospreay back into the ring.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm in so much pain right now. What he just showed right here, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay. We are the best because AEW is where the best wrestle. And the only way to prove you're the best is you finish matches, damn it. Well, I'm messed up pretty bad. And as you can see, you are too. But I know the man you are. I know you really want to try to beat me right now, don't you? Sudden death.
Strickland confident, a beleaguered, a battered Ospreay, but
Here come the vultures.
the call for overtime. But Taz, we know what this music means. Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, his emissaries of violence, the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, Marina Shafir, and the man himself, the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Well, Strickland realizes, well, he's not in a battle with Ospreay right now. He's got to defend himself, and he's outnumbered, and he's alone in that ring.
We're 31 days away from All In Texas, where Jon Moxley puts his AEW World Championship on the line against Hangman Adam Page. But Moxley seems less concerned with his challenger, Ian, and more concerned with Strickland and Ospreay.
Well, he has a chance here to drive a decisive wedge through any friendship, any respect here by wiping out both men physically, and they have the ring surrounded, Taz.
Oh, wait, what?
The Young Bucks.
Oh, what? EVPs!
Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the founding fathers. Remember what they said? They cost Swerve Strickland his shot at the AEW World Championship as a gift to Hangman Adam Page.
I don't buy that for a second.
And now the EVP trigger, a gift that Hangman never asked for, never wanted.
Well, we know of the alliance between the Young Bucks and the Death Riders. What does Nicholas have in his hand there? Some sort of a chain, I can't tell.
Oh, Nana. They're trying to get... No! Super kick!
And Nana goes down in a heap as
Handcuffs, guys.
Nicholas Jackson showing the handcuffs. And
Come on. This is going too far. This is going way too far here.
And Matthew Jackson, a pair of handcuffs of his own. As Swerve Strickland now restrained in the ropes. Super kick.
Yeah, they're just going to pick their spots here on Strickland. He is literally defenseless after going to a battle for 30 minutes with Ospreay.
A pair of super kicks as Swerve Strickland left in a heap as Jon Moxley looking on.
And the vapid coolness in the eyes of Moxley directing traffic here.
Now actually, Moxley, the Death Riders retreating as...
Excalibur, the answer, that's not how they are sold.
Those are the shoes that Swerve donned. His custom Allen Iverson Reeboks that he used at Anarchy in the Arena to puncture Matthew and Nicholas Jackson.
And those are tools up for violence.
You're a dead man. You want to mess with us? You want to mess with us? You're a dead man. Come on. You ready for this?
This is bad.
The thumbtacks on the bottom end. Ospreay putting himself in harm's way.
Ospreay took the bullet. Oh my God, what a shot by both Bucks. The doctor immediately ran in the ring, checking on Will Ospreay.
Oh, there's blood just pouring out of the skull of Ospreay.
Remember Ospreay with that potentially broken nose now. Punctured, lacerated by those tacks.
And the EVPs that may be showing remorse, maybe sickened by their display of violence. But who knows? Who can know what's even going through their heads right now, Excalibur?
Ringside physician, Dr. Michael Sampson.
Well, you know,
He's attending to Will Ospreay.
yeah, it was a brutal shot with those spike-filled shoes that the Bucks had on. You know, you got to tip your cap, man, to Ospreay, the respect he showed right there to literally take the bullet, you know, that Strickland was about to eat. And, you know, you got to tip your cap to Ospreay, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, Ospreay, who had said that Swerve was more than a mentor, he was an older brother, and Ospreay backing up those words with his actions, Ian.
An outrageous display of bravery, of friendship, an extension after they poured out everything they had here tonight in Portland, Taz.
He's hurt bad. I mean, Ospreay, like we've just witnessed an amazing match. I mean, talk about summer blockbuster. This was a blockbuster of a match. It's a shame it has to end like this.
It certainly is, and we will keep you posted with any medical updates we receive on Will Ospreay as our broadcast continues. As you see, a very concerned Swerve Strickland there, but fans, 31 days from now, it is winner takes all. The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, the AEW Continental Champion, Kenny Omega, the best bout machine, the AEW International Champion. It will be all in Texas. Everything is on the line. But tonight, we will make the match official. Omega, Okada, put pen to paper here tonight. Plus, we will have a special inside look at the rivalry between Omega and Okada, something that has redefined professional wrestling as an art form, as right now Renee Paquette is standing by.
Please welcome the Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Thank you.
Okada, tonight is the contract signing for your match, all in Texas, you versus Kenny Omega. Winner take all, the Continental Championship and the International Championship. You two have had some of the most legendary matches in all of professional wrestling history. This will be the first time on American soil. Is this version of Okada ready for this version of Kenny Omega?
Yeah, listen to me. Sorry to interrupt. To answer your question, I would like to pose my own question. Why is it Okada in this match and not Kyle Fletcher? Has Okada had a better 6 months in the ring than Kyle Fletcher? Why is it Okada in this match and not Takeshita? Has Okada had a better 6 months than Takeshita? So maybe I should be addressing this to you. Why is it not Kyle and Takeshita, and why is it you? Because that makes me sick. Ow, 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 ow. Easy, 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 please, please. Please. Okay. Bitch.
Omega Okada, they will make it official tonight. That skunk Don Callis trying to interject himself. Plus, Summer Blockbuster, the return of Mystico to All Elite Wrestling here tonight. Part of this special 4-hour broadcast with fans. DraftKings Sportsbook is official partner of AEW. Welcome back to AEW Summer Blockbuster.
I think you guys should see
That's the Hurtsing it. That's Commander's mask, and I believe this was what happened earlier today, which is why Commander medically ruled out from the trios match, teaming with Jet Speed to take on the Hurt Syndicate. So we understand it will be Mascara Dorada from CMLL stepping in to take Commander's spot in that match.
Speaking of CMLL, perhaps their brightest star.
This bat is set for one ball with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Mexico City, Mexico. Weighing 83 kilograms. Mystico!
The brightest star, as you mentioned, Ian, in the world's oldest professional wrestling organization, CMLL. 1 week away, Taz, from AEW's debut at CMLL's home in Mexico City, Arena Mexico, the cathedral of Lucha Libre.
Absolutely. It will be awesome next week, as it is awesome tonight here in Portland, Oregon.
His opponent from Jackson, Tennessee, Blake Christian.
And fans, don't sleep on Blake Christian. Undefeated in single competition in Ring of Honor this year, defeating both luchadors, international and domestic, including some big wins lately. Just a really great story despite his sour attitude. So it's going to be a Hall of Fame level athlete in Mystico taking on the rising star Blake Christian here.
Yeah, Mystico, 1/3 of the current CMLL World Trios champions, alongside the aforementioned Master Dorada and Neon Sky Team. He's a 5-time former CMLL World Tag Team Champion and the longest ever reign as CMLL's World Historic Middleweight Champion. 2,262 days, or just over 6 years as champion, Taz.
Yeah, no, it's crazy impressive. Look at the athleticism here of Mystico. Quick duck right there of the clothesline.
Tijeras from Christian brings down Mystico, but Mystico back up to his feet, intercepts the overhand shot, returns fire with one of his own. As Mystico now to the ropes. Christian, you saw trying to fight with the grip of Mystico, and Mystico brought down hard.
Landed hard on his buttocks. That really affects your tailbone when you land that way.
This new confidence Blake Christian has had, stepping in the ring with a surefire Hall of Famer in Mystico.
Yeah, Ian, to that point, in addition to his Hall of Fame career in Mexico, Mystico, former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion in Japan as well. He has globally traveled, tested around the world. I mean, there's a reason why the fans in Mexico revere Mystico so much.
Certainly in one of the biggest box office attractions of his generation. We talk about SummerBlockbuster, that's Mystico, could be his nickname. But in trouble here, Taz.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you got to stay on him. I mean, he's the veteran. He's a guy with all this experience and tremendous international star power. Nice back elbow there, and Mystico's got to try and get rolling here.
Mystico up the Tijeras, and Christian walked down quick as Mystico, the overhand chop, looking for it once again, the Escalera. And now Christian, again, fighting with the grip of Mystico, but this time Mystico brings Blake Christian down, and Christian's filling the outside. You saw at the bottom of your screen, just over a month away from All In Texas. We will have more and more on that as the night continues. Tope Suicida by Mystico.
What a landing, too. Landed on his own face by just completely putting his whole body on the line to take out his opponent. Mystico, watch this, very impressive.
Yep. Tremendous range on the tope by Mystico.
About 10 feet off that apron there is bringing Christian back into the ring with the advantage again.
Yeah, I prefer a nice, strong, tight suplex. That's just me.
Said by the human tope machine. Mystico, common gear, he cracked Blake Christian with that one.
I prefer being right here with you guys watching this great action.
Nice springboard crossbody, gonna get him.
The leg is hooked, Christian, able to escape.
Good job by Mystico, though. Able to hit that springboard, nail that crossbody, all your body weight hitting your opponent's sternum, dropping him on the back of his head while he lands.
And Mystico feeling confident here. He's got Christian down, but
whoa, wait a minute.
See, Lee Johnson, Blake Christian's tag team partner. With the assist, and Christian, the high boot sends Mystico crashing to the floor.
Well, that distraction was enough to slow down Mystico and put him in danger.
And Blake Christian through the top and middle rope Tremendous speed and accuracy by Christian.
And he's staying on him here. He likes his 450. Can he hit it here? He got it! Christian with the upset!
Springboard 450. The leg is hooked, and Mystico able to kick out.
450 was very impressive. Just to critique the man, I just think that once you throw him back in the ring after he would have hit him on the outside, get in the ring with a sense of urgency and get a cover. That's just me, armchair quarterbacking, but right now, Mystico's up.
Oh! Again, Mystico putting those kicks to good use. As Blake Christian stunned on the top rope, Mystico. The Spanish fly! Down goes Christian, Mystico the cover, and the win!
The winner of this match, Mystico!
I don't know about you, Excalibur, but I'm ready for next week. Mexico City, Arena Mexico. Little taste here tonight with Mystico.
Mystico, impressive performance here tonight, but
Hang on, wait a minute. You hear that music?
yeah, remember what we heard from MJF 1 week ago. He said that he's the youngest foreigner to ever sell out Arena Mexico. He was going to be keeping his eye on Mystico here tonight. And
Well, that's the World Tag Team Champions come out here. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, along with MVP, and Mike in hand in that yellow shirt. That's MJF, former AEW World Champion, if you're new to AEW.
MJF doing a little bit of chirping. Mystico, I mean, he can hold his own in the ring, Taz, but not with a 4-on-1 disadvantage.
No, he would get whooped bad. And anybody would, not just Mystico.
Attention AEW viewing audience, this is an official announcement from the Hurt Syndicate. I won't be addressing you in this specific situation because MJF has a message for the cabron in the ring. I'm talking, thanks. Thanks for the help, though. Really appreciate it. Excuse me, I need some respect for the young genius. Now, Mystico, that was very impressive, my friend. And it's not easy to impress me since all these people know I'm the most complete professional wrestler in the sport today. So I'll tell you what, Misty. Guys, I'm talking. It's not that difficult to understand. I'm going to give you a match next week at Grand Slam Mexico, and I'm looking forward to it because I look forward to ripping that dime store mask off your stupid face. But you're not getting any man. No, you're getting a patriot. See, just for you, one night only, I'm dusting off the red, white, and blue for you. God bless the United States of America. God bless your American champion. But most importantly, God bless your American hero. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. I love this song.
Oh my goodness.
MJF,
Oh, MJF used a small flag this time.
about as popular as a colonoscopy here tonight in Portland. I can't imagine what he's going to be like tomorrow, or next week in Mexico City.
You gonna clean all this up? Oh my God. The ring is soaked in streamers.
Now, Misty, I know you're...
Mystico.
MJF. ¿Sabes qué? See you next week in Mexico City. y en mi casa, en la Arena México, ahí mismo, te voy a romper tu madre.
I'm not going to translate that one.
Montel, what the hell did you just say to me? Basically what he said was, what? Let me explain something to you. You think you're a big deal, huh? I grew up watching you on my TV. You ain't Mystico to me, son. To me, you're still just sloppy Sin Cara. And now, much like that beautiful flag, you're about to get dropped.
Oh, Mystico! Taking a fight. Look at Benjamin and Lashley. The numbers, Taz.
Well, I mean, they're a unit. Hurt Syndicate. That's how they do it. And they're going to watch the back of MJF and vice versa. And
Bobby Lashley just hammering Mystico.
Give me that mask.
Oh, he wants the mask. He's coming.
Yeah, just heard.
Got no greater disrespect to a luchador than taking off their mask.
No. Come on.
Oh, it's coming off. Wait a second. The opposition for the Hurt Syndicate.
And just in time.
Jet Speed. Speedball Mike Bailey, the Jet. Kevin Knight and Mascara Dorada. Oh, wait a second. Oh! Jet Speed and Dorada coming to the aid of Mystico and taking the Hurt Syndicate off their feet.
I don't blame MVP. He's trying to take the head off of Bailey with that cane. I don't blame him. These guys came out of nowhere and attacked the Syndicate.
Yeah, but Taz, I mean, it was a 4-on-1 attack on Mystico. All these three men did was even the odds, making a fair fight, and that's what's got MVP so insane.
We're in America, okay? We're not in Mexico yet. It's America.
We will be there next week, though.
America.
I realize you love paying taxes so much.
Shut the hell up.
I sure do.
And it's great to see Mascara Dorada out here, right on the same page, right away with Jet Speed Excalibur, following the vicious attack on Commander earlier in the evening.
The late fill-in for Commander is Mascara Dorada, Mystico's tag team partner, and it's been made official for Grand Slam Mexico 1 week from tonight. MJF, Mystico 1-on-1.
That should be awesome for sure. Oh, you heard MJF. He doesn't need a microphone.
And look at this great gear here, in homage, perhaps.
What gear? Who are you talking about?
MJF.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, in homage to MVP.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh, look at this, the Hurt Syndicate.
Oh,
on the assault. Shelton Benjamin pairing off with Kevin Knight, MJF, the Mascara Dorada. And somewhere on the floor, Bobby Lashley and Speedball Mike Bailey as MVP joining us here at the desk.
Jeez. Hey, what's up, man?
Well, I'm just here to oversee the festivities. Apparently, MJF decided to have a big party. And, well, shut the hell up, the party was crashed a little bit, but we'll fix that. We will change that trajectory right now.
Did that flag come out of the Syndicate's budget?
No, absolutely not. That flag almost hit me. I almost owned a wrestling company.
Big scoop slam there.
As MJF, perhaps, as Ian mentioned, attire inspired by MVP.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, I had a very young influence on his career. Look at him.
Ooh. MJF. Wow. Hands on his feet. Poke to the eyes.
See, that's what I'm talking about. No wasted energy.
But, listen, MJF had said it earlier. He's the most complete pro wrestler in the world. It's tough to argue that.
Mascara Dorada.
Right now, what can you say?
Dorada, though, poked to the eyes as well. And now Dorada lands on his feet, swinging a miss by MJF as Dorada brings MJF crashing down. And the Jet, Kevin Knight.
I'd pick for the most improved wrestler this year, tag made to Mike Bailey now.
Yeah, both these men, relative newcomers to AEW, but They found common cause as a tag team, and they have caught on significantly as Bailey running shooting star press, the cover, and MJF able to kick out.
Well, I'm very glad that these two gentlemen enjoy their aerial maneuvers, because with Bobby and Shelton across the ring, they'll get to be aerial as much as they want. They'll get tossed all around the ring, so I'm glad they like that.
I mean, we've seen how the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, can shut down high flyers. Thinking back to their match with Top Flight, or to how they won the championships against Private Party.
And let's be real, you got high flyers against guys who are grounded. Speedball likes to throw kicks. You know, you stop somebody from kicking, you take their legs away from them. You put them on their back.
Oh, he just flew there.
Mascara Dorada sent to the floor, and this match continues live on Blockbuster.
And now Shelton Benjamin on the outside stalking Dorada.
We take another look at MJF feigning the eye injury as Bobby Lashley heaving.
Well, we don't know. He could have definitely injured his eye. We don't know if he's fainting.
No, wait, excuse me. That was Shelton Benjamin, the other bald-headed black guy, was throwing him back and forth.
That was the guy in the long pants. It was Bobby Lashley.
Well, you said heaving Dorado. No, that was Shelton Benjamin. You made a mistake. That wasn't the Almighty. And I'm calling you out on it. Yes, I am. Because you love to call us out on our mistakes, so...
I think we're going to go back to the replay, MVP.
P, I never call you guys out. You guys don't make mistakes. I know you a long time.
I'd love to...
Hold on. I think we got MJF here.
You ain't helping anybody, Riccaboni. Hey. I'll tell you what this is, MVP. This is a great ass whooping, baby.
I'm with it.
No! What's up, baby?
I was going to say, it's actually a platinum level A+ VIP grade ass whooping.
Nobody can speak the way you speak, Montel. I love you, baby. Hey. Taz, you look great too, buddy.
You look great, champ.
Thanks, MJF. Delayed vertical suplex here.
That's very
As Ian Riccaboni gets a very sweaty headset back.
Yeah, very.
Lateral press, leg of the hook, or hook of the leg.
That was before MJF put it on. As Lashley. Tag made. MJF in. You know, it's easy to see how MJF fits in with the Hurt Syndicate. All business, all the time, former world champion. MVP, do you worry, though, that he's in it for himself at any point?
I don't worry about anything. What do I have to worry about? Look at me. I'm good looking. I'm rich. My friends are two of the most dangerous men on the planet. What do I have to worry about? Absolutely nothing.
All fair points.
And I give Maxwell credit. I mean, he is a snake, but he's our snake.
Well, yeah, you understand what he's about. You know him a long time. You know what he's about.
And listen. A long time ago, Taz, you were there was a young guy named MVP who wasn't that different from a young MJF.
I witnessed it many times, and I was very impressed. And so I could see a lot of that in Max that was in you for sure.
As Shelton Benjamin elevates Dorada, who comes crashing down. And now Shelton, the cover.
What goes up must come down.
Gravity undefeated, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, just a toe kick to the ribs. Nothing fancy about that, but
get over here.
Well, right now, Dorado's in the wrong corner at the wrong time in the wrong town. He's in deep, you know what.
It's Bobby Lashley, now neck breaker. Lashley with a significant size advantage on Mascara Dorada.
Lashley's got a size advantage over everyone in the world. He's always been massive and powerful and insanely athletic from day one.
It's Lashley.
Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome back to AEW Summer Blockbuster. We are witnessing the trio's debut of this new incarnation of the Hurt Syndicate. The latest member, MJF. Give an homage to MVP, who's joined us at the desk. As Mascara Dorada rolling out of the way.
I didn't want to say Paul. I thought you were going to say it.
I was, but then, his youthful exuberance, I still got a few more things I got to teach him.
I didn't want to upcut you.
He's coming along. He's coming along.
Dorada. Very, very close.
Inches away.
Mascara Dorada filling in for the injured Commander, and now Kevin Knight, the Jet, into the fray, taking MJF off his feet repeatedly.
Knight's looking great here. Well, nice reversal by Max.
Wow. Knight, tremendous elevation, the leapfrog, the drop kick on target.
Hey, man, I hate that he hit that on my guy, but I got to give credit where it's due. That was impressive elevation, and it found its mark.
Sure did. Nice splash right there. Frog splash from the short. Got a cover.
The far leg is hooked, and MJF able to kick out.
No, we're not having that tonight.
Similar builds. Kevin Knight, Mystico. Are you sensing any danger right now? Is Kevin Knight maybe getting a little bit of an edge right now on MJF?
Now you see those two guys standing right there in the apron? That's my insurance policy. I'm not worried about danger.
Yeah, but next week, Grand Slam Mexico, it will be MJF and Mystico one-on-one, as
Speedball did tag himself in Excalibur. That's why he is the legal man. But now, I don't know. Jet Speed might be in trouble here.
They're fearless, though, Taz.
Yeah, but you got to think. Use your speed if you can.
Shrugged off.
Those are the World Tag Team Champions right there.
oh! Bailey taking off his feet, and
Oh, God.
Kevin Knight, driven down by Lashley.
And Bailey.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, they like to fly. We'll oblige them.
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, boy.
Black belt and Taekwondo, but
Speedball, more like airball.
It's not the fall that hurts. It's the sudden stop at the end.
I'm telling you.
And now MJF asking for the tag from Bobby Lashley.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. Take us home, man. Oh, shut y'all asses up, man. Really? You live in Portland. You should be.
MJF feeling very, very confident now that the AEW World Tag Team Champions have laid Speedball Mike Bailey low.
Oh, missed that kick.
Pump
Got a
handle.
pump handle, yep.
MJF, two, and Bailey able to kick out.
Now, I won't lie. That impressed me. I'm not impressed by the kicks and the high flying. I'm impressed by the grit, by the tenacity, the ability to say, I am hurt, I am in pain, but I refuse to accept defeat. That's impressive by Speedball.
Yeah, Speedball showed a lot of heart on the kick out, to your point, P, for sure.
And Rip City responding to Speedball's resilience.
And very much behind the AEW newcomer as Mascara Dorada pleading with referee Bryce Rosberg. Bailey! Full extension on the thrust kick. As Dorada drop kick MJF. Oh, the spear from Lashley!
Oh, and Lashley is a one-man wrecking crew here.
Oh, Bailey escapes, ducks underneath the lariat attempt, rapid fire kicks from Speedball. And Zigiri, he's got Lashley stunned.
Absolutely, look at this. Knight.
And Knight DDT. Lashley, he tried to power his way out of it, but Knight still landed the DDT. Speedball on his feet.
Oh, that.
The fake of the drop kick, and now tandem drop kick.
That great attempt there from Knight. Lands with the double team.
As Kevin Knight now over the top, takes out Benjamin Lashley. The triangle moonsault from Bailey. And Mascara Dorada.
He's a human highlight film.
Dorada, the shooting star press from the middle rope. Wow.
Yeah, he definitely drilled MJF there. And now they realize, man, they got Max right for the picking here.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
That could be a very inauspicious debut.
I think
person. Oh, MVP.
he realized it.
The cane. What was that? Just cracked. Bailey with the cane on the knee. Oh, and MJF, the DDT.
And the hammerlock, too.
Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, MJF, the Hurt Syndicate.
Hey, sometimes you got to break the rules. That's how it goes. That's how the syndicate plays. I respect it.
MJF.
And here comes
Punches raining in as MVP with the cane holding Kevin Knight, Mascara Dorada
on the tag.
Now Benjamin and Lashley on the assault.
Just raining down violence here, the Hurt Syndicate.
And this is, of course, all after the attack earlier today on Commander. As the Hurt Syndicate. Oh! Jeez.
Just taking bodies out.
Mascara Dorada.
Well, the Hurt Syndicate, oh God. They are just putting their flag in the ground, the Syndicate is, and saying, we are just putting people down left and right.
They certainly are. They may be looking to do what they couldn't to Mystico earlier. Humiliate Mascara Dorada, trying to rip the mask off.
Mask, yeah, he wants to rip that mask off, you're right.
Oh no, MJF has got it untied.
Gonna rip it off, gonna see this man's face here, Dorado.
Oh, the ultimate humiliation.
Oh,
no.
MJF, no.
And Dorada trying to hold on, trying to cover the face.
MJF's so close, and now
ultimate
humiliating.
Yeah, ultimate disrespect there, Excalibur.
Humiliating Mascara Dorada 1 week before Grand Slam Mexico as, oh no. Oh, wait a second.
It's Mystico!
Mystico! La Mystica! Center of the ring, and MJF tapping immediately!
He's tapping the Hurt Syndicate, didn't see it now!
Will this be the scene 1 week from tonight as Mystico and MJF clash in Arena Mexico?
What a matchup that's going to be. Clearly, Mystico now with his sights, the target set on MJF.
MJF, Mystico 1 week from tonight at Grand Slam Mexico.
En Mexico.
But fans, coming up next, we will hear from the man who in 31 days' time will challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Up next on Summer Blockbuster, we hear from Hangman Adam Page. AEW Summer Blockbuster. That was the voice of Taz taunting our broadcast colleague Ian Riccaboni.
Yeah.
But right now we await the arrival of Hangman Adam Page, who at All In Texas Saturday, July 12th, will challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW. Oh no, wait a second.
Whoa. And remember, they were stalking Hangman.
He's tied up.
He's bound and gagged. Is Hangman Adam Page? We knew the Death Riders were in the building here tonight. And now, oh no. Oh, Hangman. Jeez. Wow. He's being battered by Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta.
Just humiliating Hangman, the man that will challenge for the world title in 31 days. But Taz now have questions if he'll make it.
I don't know, man. Oh my God, this is an all-new low for these guys.
Jon Moxley, who's barely even acknowledged Hangman Adam Page since Double or Nothing, since Hangman won the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, since he became the #1 contender for Moxley's AEW World Championship, which we can only presume resides in that briefcase, the title belt in the briefcase held by Marina Shafir.
Well, we heard the conversation earlier in the night that Christopher Daniels had with Hangman as Hangman entered the arena here, saying you might want to make amends with some people in the locker room to prevent, I'm paraphrasing, prevent this from the Death Riders.
I'm terribly sorry about all this. It's just that I want to make sure that we can have a real conversation. You know how distracted you can get. Your head's all over the place. You're worried about everybody else but yourself. We need you focused. These people need you focused. Because this is your time. All in the AEW World Championship for you. This is do or die. I've been watching you for a long time, and you are complicated. I don't understand you. I don't like you. The millennial cowboy, right? For a long time now, you have been searching high and low for something. I don't know what it is you've been searching for, but you have exactly 4 weeks to find it. You have exactly 4 weeks to step up and become the man that everybody wants you to become. And if you're not prepared to do that, you can pack your shit and get the hell out.
Hangman! Defiant, the headbutt! Oh no!
Yeah, that headbutt was legit.
But with the hands trapped behind the back, should fear the Bulldog choke. And now, Claudio Castagnoli wrapping the chair around the neck of Hangman.
Well, he's defenseless, he's tied up, it's 4 on 1.
Oh, Moxley just backed off Claudio. And... Wait a second! The odds! The AEW World Trio Champion Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata having the back of the #1 contender, Hangman Adam Page.
And thank God they arrived when they did, Taz. Page may have been compromised. The match, it all in out the window, had they followed through with that attack.
As the Death Riders making a hasty retreat once the odds were no longer in their favor.
I have come too far, and I am too close for that to be the best that you've got, because I would ride through death itself to take that world championship. And if I find even one of you tonight, I will take your hands.
As Hangman Adam Page, chair in hand, goes on the hunt. As July 12th and All in Texas draws closer and closer. Hangman Adam Page, perhaps on the precipice of his destiny on becoming the AEW World Champion. About freeing that title from the grip, the iron grip of Jon Moxley. And still to come tonight, Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada will make their match for All in Texas official. Welcome back to AEW Summer Blockbuster live in Portland, Oregon. A tag team clash on the way.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring, the team of Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne.
A very ominous entrance for Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne, Taz, a formidable tag team that have basically laid everyone to waste that has stepped in their path. But last week it was Anna Jay. It seemed bleak. It seemed like it would be the end of her career until Ty Mello, seeing her for the first time in more than 2 years, intervening on behalf of her good friend Anna Jay.
Yeah, definitely a shocking moment. Great to see Ty back. And I think Anna was more happy than anybody that Ty came back, because Anna was in a lot of trouble, Ian.
Certainly was. This formidable duo of Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford.
KJ Jones, here we go.
Yeah. Big return here tonight.
And their opponents, Ty Mello and Anna Jay.
These
It's like a time machine. It's like going back in time. I mean, it's awesome.
I know, they're still doing our taunt, Taz. Ty Mello and Anna Jay, very experienced as a duo. I mean, they competed in some of the gnarliest matches, street fights that we've seen here in AEW. Their toughness is without question. But the question now becomes, with the two year layoff from the ring. What shape is Ty Mello in, especially in the face of opposition like Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne?
And I have a question for you, Taz. I mean, Ty Mello, Anna Jay, the formidable duo that they are, but they have a long history, Taz, with Penelope Ford, and now Penelope Ford kind of comes in with her own secret weapon in the Megasis.
Absolutely, and Megasis makes a big difference. Excalibur and I have called many a matches of Ty Mello and Anna Jay, as a duo, but I understand what you guys are saying about a 2-year layoff for Ty, but the thing is with her, she's a legit judoka, a tremendous athlete even before she was a professional wrestler.
Yeah, come to AEW relatively recently, in the last 2 years or so. Ty Mello, to Taz's point, quite nearly an Olympic-level judo player. Oh! But Penelope Ford, Anna Jay going down, and Ty Mello and Megan Bayne, the Megasis.
Well, what a way to test yourself, and that's what Ty Mello, you heard her say, I'm not afraid of you, and she's not. You test yourself against Penelope and Megan right now, and the way they are, it's impressive. Well, that's even more impressive right there by Ford.
Penelope Ford sending Ty Mello into the steel ring steps. Anna Jay scooped up with relative ease by Megan Bayne.
I got to tell you, Penelope, very smart, not just as an in-ring competitor, but outside the ring, to align yourself with someone like Bayne, who's just a dominant force.
I mean, since it was the beginning of the year when Megan Bayne really burst out onto the scene here in AEW, and since then, to Taz's point, has just been dominant, and that is thanks in large part not only to her own strength, but also to that woman, the hyper-athletic Penelope Ford.
Absolutely. Jeez. And the alliance has been built. It's been one of mutual benefit, but it's Anna Jay now. Irish whip, ooh, into the corner. Whoa.
And a big elbow strike.
Yeah, Anna's a heavy hitter. Penelope knows that.
Oh, wow.
And Anna using her athleticism, her flexibility, and the range of those legs, stunning Penelope Ford and bringing her down hard in the center of the ring. Anna, double-footed drop kick. Now electing not to cover.
Interesting decision there.
That's smart. Bring her to the corner where Ty is. Cut the ring in half. Keep Penelope away from Megan. I think that's smart.
Ty Mello, elbow in the corner. Anna, elbow of her own. Isolating the smaller.
Oh, and there's that history between Ty and Penelope.
Well, she told her, I didn't forget about you. Ty, don't forget.
Oh, wait. Megan Bayne. Caught Ty Mello, and now saving Penelope Ford. Oh, Bayne! Big haymaker. And now Penelope thought she was going for a Tijeras, but instead setting Anna up for Megan Bayne to take advantage as this match continues live on Summer Blockbuster.
Ty trying to regroup, recuperate, get back onto the apron. Her partner here, Taz, though, in trouble.
Yeah, Anna is in a lot of trouble. You can see there's not much energy in her at the moment. Sometimes something like this that Penelope's doing could wake you up because it's disrespectful, kind of boot wash to the face.
And this is where, I mean, if the ring rust isn't an issue, Taz, it's the familiarity, it's the instincts of the anticipation of what your partner is going to do. I mean, that's tough to recreate, especially against a team like Penelope Ford and Megan Bayne, who's been teaming together so consistently as of late.
Yes, they've become the proverbial well-oiled machine, right? They have that continuity as a unit in Megan and Penelope, where it's been a minute since we've seen Anna and Ty together. Maybe she's going over overhead belly-to-belly suplex there. Anna landing really hard.
Oh, but almost an unforced error there by Megan Bayne as she threw Anna toward her own corner.
Correct.
But Penelope moonsault
and the deep cover. Anna able to kick out.
Penelope almost got it there. She's a little crazy. We know Penelope. She's a little out there. She's a little wild.
She's your girl.
She's my friend. But I know she's nuts. I have a lot of friends that are crazy. A lot.
Well, right now,
I have family members that are nuts. It's a whole litany of people around me. Enough about me.
As Penelope applying pressure. Now with that boot or the knee, and right between the shoulder blades of Anna Jay. Anna, as we know, Ian has a history of shoulder issues.
It certainly does. It's kept her out of action for extended periods of time since the early days of AEW. Unfortunately, and Taz, you would know this as well. Once you get an injury, a lasting injury, it is so easy for your opponents to continue to retarget that.
Of course. I mean, it's especially today with the way things are and social media, and when you have an injury, a lot of people that kind of let the world know what's going on with them, which I don't agree with, because then your opponent's going to know.
I mean, we saw that play out in our opening contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Swerve targeting the neck of Will Ospreay.
Correct. But like we said, Ospreay's an open book. He's open to the audience and lets them know. But your opponent's going to know. He's going to know what's going on.
Oh, it's Anna. Maybe on the verge of making the tag. Ford to the outside. As Penelope dragging Ty Mello off the apron. And Megan Bayne taking advantage of that opening. It could have been where those miscommunication issues after a 2-year layoff come into play as Megan Bayne makes the crawl to cover. The lateral press is escaped by Anna Jay.
Yeah, Anna's really being tested right now. Her toughness is being tested. Her heart is being tested.
Big shoulders driven into the midsection of Anna Jay. Punishing chop. Trying to
still
out of the
fighting,
corner
Anna's still fighting, guys. She's still fighting.
Welcome back to AEW SummerBlockbuster. Anna Jay may have just created the opening she needs to make the tag to Ty Mello. Returning to action for the first time in 2 years, this tag team battle against Penelope Ford, who just went down, and Megan Bayne on the outside.
Ty's back in here.
Able to take advantage of those fresh legs. The standing switch. It's Ty Mello.
Low German suplex, but impactful.
And Ty Mello running. Knee strike. Is this it? 1, 2. Megan Bayne there to break up the pinning predicament.
Right on the ribs. Megan just popped Ty.
Dragging her partner to the corner.
But she wants to tag. That's why she did that, Megan.
And very smart. Just display of raw power there by Megan Bayne. The self-styled Megasis, who's absorbing those powerful right elbows from Ty Mello, but one shot sends Mello crashing down.
The height advantage of Bayne is rough.
But nobody home in the corner for Bayne. Wow. As Ty finds the pump kick. Looking for it for a second time.
And that one delivered even stronger.
As Ty Mello, 3 consecutive shots. As Ty, now, oh, wait a second, Bayne. Hoist Mello up, maybe looking at her fate's descent. No, Ty lands on her feet.
Oh, nice inside trip right there, showing her judo background, tremendously done.
As Ty Mello, this is almost a calf slicer.
That
on Megan Bayne
was perfect into this calf slice. That takedown, a version of a Kouchigari. Very well done. Kind of modified though, but this calf slice is nasty, Ian.
And she's got great leverage here, Excalibur, wrenching it back, wrenching it in.
Oh, but Megan Bayne with the reach advantage.
Oh, God, look at this. She's popping her head like a basketball.
And bouncing Mello's head repeatedly off the mat.
It's not illegal either. I mean, that's not illegal. You're not grabbing a hair. You're just driving someone's skull into the mat.
And you saw Megan Bayne. She was smacking that leg, definitely feeling effects. That prolonged calf slicer by Ty Mello. And now Mello, a cannonball senton off the apron. As now Anna Jay thinking of taking a risk here. As Anna, the diving crossbody. Ty Mello, Anna Jay working together quite well here, but wait a second. Penelope Ford on the top, and Penelope Orihara moonsault to the floor.
Full rotation, gets a 2-for-1.
Smart. Penelope throwing Anna back in the ring for Bayne, maybe to catch the win.
And big risks being taken on both sides as Megan Bayne looking for fate's descent. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, God, the power, the strength here.
Maybe a 2-for-1 for the Megasis.
What a dominant force.
That was a tough landing for both ladies, especially Ty, but she really landed on her shoulder hard. I looked off the monitor, now Penelope's demanding a tag.
Well, I mean, you think back into the history between Ty Mello, Anna Jay, and Penelope Ford. Now, it's a bloody, brutal history between those three women as Penelope looking to exact her revenge tonight, but Ty escapes out. And wait, Anna's got Megan Bain hooked.
Got her choke, and now look at that. Oh,
Ty Mello just cracked Penelope Ford. 1, 2, 3.
Your winners, Anna Jay and Ty Mello.
And look at this. Oh! Anna Jay, she was trying to put Megan Bain to sleep, but Bain just sending Anna crashing down, but the victory tonight belongs to Anna Jay and the returning Ty Mello here at Summer Blockbuster.
I got your next, bitch.
Be careful what you ask for with the huge victory. Penelope wanted it, but Ty with the victory.
Well, fans, coming up next here on Summer Blockbuster, Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, they will put pen to paper. They will make their match for All in Texas official, but we know that a lot of their history has happened outside of the confines of AEW, a legendary rivalry in New Japan Pro Wrestling that spanned 4 epic matches. Let's take a look right now, thanks to our partners at New Japan Pro Wrestling, at this rivalry, at this match, to show you why All in Texas, Saturday, July 12th, winner takes all, Omega Okada, is so important. Let's take a look.
In the professional wrestling world, once in a great while, there are rivalries that are not merely captivating. Some cross the threshold into something more, something generational, something legendary. For Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, they found this kind of rivalry. Okada established himself as an ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling, having held the promotion's top prize 7 times. Of Japan's long lineage of some of the greatest wrestlers to walk the earth, Kazuchika Okada put himself firmly near the top of that list. Enter Kenny Omega, the outsider who would lead a bullet club of other outsiders. They would meet many times across from each other as part of teams, yet a one-on-one meeting of these titans of New Japan was inevitable. After becoming the first Gaijin to ever win the renowned G1 Climax, Omega was on course to a career-making showdown. The event, Wrestle Kingdom 11 at the Tokyo Dome. That match, game-changing.
IWGP Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Kazuchika Okada defending against the cleaner Kenny Omega. For 40,000 screaming fans, these two men, these two warriors, these two champions. What an instant classic we are seeing here. This is pro wrestling.
In an epic rematch, the champion Okada chose Omega for his challenger. Little did he know how far it would push his own limits.
It's what the world has been waiting for. The most eagerly anticipated rematch, maybe in pro wrestling history. And what's at stake here, it's not just the IWGP Championship. This is for the soul and the future direction of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Opportunity has presented itself to Kenny Omega. A championship match for the ages here in Osaka.
It's all on the line tonight. Okada taking a huge risk.
One potential, two. Oh, look at the foot. 2 minutes remaining.
This war for the ages.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okada desperately crawling.
A 60-minute war of attrition.
With the fog of the 60-minute war still looming, a block final match in the 2017 G1 Climax would be their next battlefield.
This crowd is electric. Getting to see the third in the trinity of Omega Okada. The first one changed the wrestling world. The second one changed the universe. What's going to happen tonight?
Omega has done what has eluded him. He hit the one-winged angel and defeated Okada.
3 classics, 1 win each. There would be only one way to settle this historic feud.
引き分けとかなしで無制限でやろうぜ。3本勝負。Their records 1-1-1. 2 hours, 11 minutes, and 26 seconds of combined wrestling action. This one match tonight could go further than that.
This is the thing that settles it. One man's walking out of here without any doubt about who the greatest wrestler of the world is.
Conic playing with house money's up the fall.
Both men have gone 3 matches worth of punishment right now, and we've got a long way to go. No one has ever picked out of this. And now momentum changes one more time. These men have destroyed each other for over an hour.
Kenny Omega has done it! He wanted to change the world. Tonight, here in Dominion, Kenny Omega has changed the world by becoming the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
In the wake of their battles, their paths would diverge.
I am now a full-time member of the AEW roster.
But with any true rival, eventually, you find your way back.
I'm the best bout machine now.
Now, the rivalry will cross that threshold and become legendary.
One-on-one, the match the world is wanting to see in an AEW ring. Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, winner take all.
A stadium show for the ages.
All in Texas.
We'll settle it right here in an AEW ring.
Kazuchika Okada. Kenny Omega. Rainmaker. Best bout machine. One more time.
As we approach the midpoint of our 4-hour broadcast, next, Omega Okada make it official here tonight at Summer Blockbuster.
AEW Summer Blockbuster continues here in Portland. And ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very honored to be standing here for the winner takes all match between Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, live on pay-per-view, Saturday, July 12th, as part of All in Texas. And now, for the most anticipated match ever in AEW, it's time for the contract signing. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada.
The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, the second AEW Continental Champion, defeating Eddie Kingston to win the title in March of last year. 12 successful defenses of that championship.
And Excalibur, the greatest tournament wrestler in the history of professional wrestling. 4 G1s, going the distance in the greatest Continental Classic we've seen thus far.
A tournament where Okada put that Continental Championship on the line in every single match he wrestled.
And now, his opponent for the winner-takes-all match. Here is the International Champion, Kenny Omega!
Taz, Kenny Omega, one of the founding fathers of all elite wrestling, the AEW International Champion, the 11th overall, a man who is one of the most amazing athletes. Inside the ring, who has found his career-defining rivalry with Kazuchika Okada rekindled.
Well, listen, this man right here, Omega, he's not called the best bout machine for nothing. That is a straight shoot where this guy performs in that ring all over the world. His whole career. He's just an insane competitor and an insane athlete.
What an incredible moment to be a part of for this contract signing. But before we sign the contract, ladies and gentlemen, Continental Champion, International Champion, as we mentioned, winner takes all. The winner on July 12th at All In will be crowned the brand new AEW Unified Champion. Let's take a look at the belt.
Big news here.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Schiavone.
That's badass.
Take a look at those side plates.
Dig that.
That's the one-winged angel.
The winged angel on one side, and
that's the Rainmaker.
Rainmaker on the other. The International Championship, the Continental Championship, unified into a single title at All in Texas.
Never heard a belt get a chant.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the contract signing. Gentlemen, you both have read the contract, I know. Okada, it'll be yours to sign first. Thank you.
Okada just straight to business. No theatrics, no mind games.
Seven years almost to the day we had our last match. Watching that package up there, I barely recognize myself. So when it comes to this match, Okada, let's leave it all in the ring. One final time for everything.
Well said by Kenny.
And there it is, fans.
31 days away from history.
Two signatures, one match, winner takes all for the AEW Unified Championship.
Competitive spirit of these two men in their history.
Way to throw a wet blanket on things.
Saw Don Callis earlier in this broadcast approaching Kazuchika Okada. And Don Callis, with his history with Kenny Omega, an uncle, if not by blood, but...
I have something important to say!
And a man who discarded Kenny Omega, a person he considered to be family.
You want to be quiet? I got something important to say.
When he felt Omega had outlived his usefulness.
He's an opportunist.
Kenny, you should be ashamed of yourself. This match should not be between you and Okada. This match should involve Takeshita.
No. Cut the crap, Don. Cut the shit. I've heard enough. Everybody's heard enough.
Why isn't it Kyle or Takeshita?
I know why you're here. Yeah, we know why you're here. It's about Kyle. It's about Takeshita. Here's the thing, Don. I've been there. I've done that. I've beaten them. You're not going to ruin this match. Not this time. If they want a shot at the belt, they're going to have to get in line like everybody else. But for this match, at All In, it's Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. There is not one trick in your playbook that you can pull to ruin that. I know all of your tricks, and all these people know all your tricks.
You know
It's not
all my
happening.
tricks? Well, kid, you didn't know this one, did you?
Oh, no! Okada, the belt to the back of the head! Has he been working in concert with Callis all along?
Wow, we saw earlier when Okada basically told Don to go to hell.
As he should. Is that a police baton? What is that?
The steel baton offered up by Callis is Omega. Oh no. Oh, the midsection.
Oh, wide open midsection.
And Omega, who valiantly, bravely battled diverticulitis, had to have 2 feet of his intestine removed.
And Okada. Oh, goodness.
Just a shot to the base of the neck. As AEW medical team rushing the ring is
because of the midsection, as you pointed. I mean,
oh, he's clutching.
this needs to stop here. I mean, Okada needs to get out of the ring. Don, get him out of the ring.
Yeah, he's proven his point, Taz. Disappointing on a number of levels. Okada would align himself with Don Callis, at least for this evening. Who knows what?
And now the backboard, the stretcher at ringside is Kenny Omega.
Think about the 75-minute war that we've seen Kenny Omega compete in, the hour-long bouts. To see Kenny laid like this.
AEW SummerBlockbuster continues here in Portland, Oregon. Kazuchika Okada just taking out Kenny Omega. And wait a second.
God, wait, what the hell's Okada doing here?
Omega, he's straight.
Oh, my God, right to the gut, to the stomach.
After Okada, after striking Omega in the abdomen.
My God.
With that steel baton, and now Omega, his hands were restrained, Taz. He's defenseless. Completely defenseless. As Callis celebrating.
Well, Christopher Daniels is trying to get them out of this ring. Oh man, Kenny's in bad shape.
You mentioned the battle of diverticulitis, Taz, that the 2 feet of intestine that Kenny Omega had removed. And now, just this brutal assault by Kazuchika Okada.
This is not bad. How did you do this?
Christopher Daniels, AEW official, berating Don Callis, and now berating the Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada. Daniels just got
dropped on a AEW official there.
Wait a second, Okada, no! Again! A second elbow, and oh no!
Lord. Oh my God, we should get the camera off.
This is an upsetting scene.
Let's
Can we go to Renee's?
They got it. He's got to get to the hospital here immediately.
Look at this. Look at this counter.
Here we go. Don Callis, that was absolutely disgusting. How the hell could you cross a line like that?
Away from me. Come on, we're going to get killed in here. Let's go. We got to go. They're going to kill us. Get out of here. We got to go. Go.
Well, fans, I don't know what to make of what just happened.
Yeah,
To be honest, I lost words as well. I saw him being taken to the back there. It's about all we know at the moment. But
the blood just spewing out of Kenny.
Things just got way out of hand.
You know, a lot of times here we have a lot of things that happen. We've seen a lot of things happen tonight on this summer block, but nothing have I ever witnessed anything like this. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm a loss for words, but we hope to have an update on Kenny Omega before this telecast is over. It's a disgusting display, and would it surprise me that disgusting display would have Don Callis' name linked to it?
You know it's all about
All right, well, we have to move on, and fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the TNT champion, Adam Cole!
Adam Cole coming out, the TNT champion. We're set to begin the second half of our summer blockbuster, the collision half, and here is the TNT champ who's going to join us for this opening match. Adam Cole's going to join us. What a night we've got. We're going to continue with Summer Blockbuster. Timeless Tony Storm. Julia Hart one-on-one with Mercedes Moné on the commentary.
Not only that, the protostar Kyle Fletcher will take on the 5-tool player Anthony Bowens. Get ready for a blockbuster.
The Toxic Spider, Tekla, and Queen Avenada will collide here tonight on Summer Blockbuster. But it's time for our opening match. The second part of Summer Blockbuster here in Portland. Arcady Aura's in the ring. Let's go to the action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Lance Archer from Sydney, Australia, weighing 239 pounds, the protostar, Kyle Fletcher!
Kyle Fletcher, along with Lance Archer, makes his way. Champ, Kyle Fletcher, man, you've become very, very familiar with as of late.
I have it. I got a feeling I'm going to be familiar with him for quite some time. Again, Kyle, an amazing athlete, an amazing performer, but he's not Adam Cole, baby. He's not the TNT champion of the world. I know he tried to end my career the last time we faced each other, but he failed.
He did come very close to taking the title from you, though, Cole, to play devil's advocate. You've got to accept this man is a star, not of the future, but of the now.
He is a star. He's one of the best at AEW.
Well, later tonight, champ, you yourself going to be battling against the family.
Not a chance, Lance. Yeah, okay, you can try.
Listen. Later on the night, an 8-man tag. You're going to be facing the family here later tonight, champ.
That's right. We are. Found out about it about an hour ago.
Right.
But I'm ready to go.
There you go. With that in mind, let's go back to the ring. And here's Arcady.
Accompanied by Billy Gunn from Nutley, New Jersey, weighing 225 pounds. He is the pride of professional wrestling, the 5-tool player, Anthony Bowens.
Young Anthony Bowens. Look at that AEW record, over 100 wins in his record. 3-2 in singles competition here in 2025. He's got one of the greats with him in Billy Gunn. Should be an incredible opening match here tonight with a gigantic crowd here in Portland.
We talk about people making a statement. Anthony has made quite the statement. He's been on the run of a lifetime, honestly. When we talk about challengers for my TNT Championship, I very well could see myself up against him.
Yeah, no question about it.
Look at that.
Anthony Bowens intimating the same thing. Surely only a matter of time before we see gold around this young man's waist.
And he may have gold around his waist, but it's not going to be the TNT Championship, Nigel.
One thing, it's no cliche, Adam Cole, but you know that you got a target on you every time you've got a belt. What it means to be a champion here at AEW.
That's right. That's par for the course. When you're a champion, everyone wants a shot at what you have, and that's just the way I like it.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room before this one starts. We'll talk about titles, the unified title, and whether we're even going to see that matchup come all in Arlington, Texas.
Oh, appreciate you, Billy.
Good to have you with us. What a program it's been thus far. What a horrible way to end the first 2 hours of our summer blockbuster. Oh, Billy Gunn over here wanting to...
What a hell of a way to switch gears now as well. Look at that. Adam Cole, Billy Gunn scissoring at ringside. Would have thought you might have needed protection for that.
No, I'm just fine, Nigel, just fine.
You're risking it, but certainly this a great matchup between two young bulls there. Back in the corner. Who'd you give an advantage to, Cole, in this match?
God, it's tough to say. Again, being in there with Kyle, he certainly brings a level of intensity that not many can say that they bring. But once again, Anthony has been on such a roll lately. I find it hard to see him lose here tonight. So really, it's anyone's game, but two of the best young athletes that AEW has to offer.
So if you were to think about strategy as this one goes forward, what strategy would you apply for either of these guys?
Well, I'll tell you this. If I'm Anthony, I'm going to keep my eyes open, my eyes peeled, knowing that the Don Callis family could be around at any corner. So you not only have to focus on the match that you're having, but once again, some outside interference. So really, I could care less what Kyle's plan is, but that's what I would do if I was Anthony.
Well, I tell you one thing that is we've already realized here tonight is that when Don Callis is involved, bad things are going to happen, or at least attempt to
there's
happen.
bad things, though, Tony. That just took things way too far.
No, you're right.
As I said, all in Texas. Biggest show of the year, arguably for AEW. And that matchup had everybody, fighting at the bit.
Kyle Fletcher hit the right side ropes. Over the top he goes, the big guy. Great leapfrog. Fletcher missed the kick. Roll up this time. 1, 2. Duck the back elbow. Action picks up here in this opening bout. Here in our second half of Summer Blockbuster. Couple of kicks.
There you go, Bowens.
Oh, look at the quickness of Anthony Bowens.
Some creative offense, certainly, from the 5-tool player who says he's got 5 tools and 1 rule. Prove me wrong.
There you see our main event. 8-man tag coming up.
Bowens originally trained by the venerable Pat Buck, who said Bowens was a natural. He took to it seamlessly. And he remarked how he never diets, but still looks that way.
He looks unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And, of course, he has a great baseball background. As we know, here's a pickup.
Ooh, beautiful.
Good fall away slam that time. Here's a cover. 1, 2, says Rick Knox, but only a 2 count.
Again, this is what Bowens needs. He needs to keep the momentum going. He needs to keep the momentum going strong. It's exactly where he needs to be, exactly what he needs to do. Kyle looks flustered right now.
He's not keeping the aggression going, and that gave Fletcher the opportunity. Wasn't listening to you, Adam.
Yeah, just like that. Is that so, Lance? Okay, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
You couldn't catch it here at ringside. Lance Archer coming here to the announce table.
Watch out, the big man going through with a foot. And fans, this match continues in only 90 seconds. Stay with us. Boy, that one connected. My God.
And if you look, too, at the landing, he did not land well at all. So not only a boot to the face, but again, his back, his tailbone got to be in a lot of pain right now.
It's like the jaw, the pride of pro wrestling might be set ajar right now. You see there the back of your screen. the towering, infamous Lance Archer.
Yeah, how can that not affect you?
Absolutely.
Well, to play devil's advocate again, though, Cole, you've got Billy Gunn out here as well.
Touché.
Certainly a distraction.
Absolutely. I certainly would feel more comfortable if I had Billy Gunn in my corner. That's for sure. I mean, talk about a freak athlete.
Yeah, muscular, and you can't get many veterans with more experience than Billy Gunn.
Right.
But right now, there's not much he can do on the outside other than cheer Bowens on.
Exactly, and getting that encouragement does really make a difference. Again, there have been matches where Roddy and Kyle have been on the outside cheering me on, and it helps. Not only that, but also obviously the fan support as well.
You wonder in that 8-man matchup that you're coming up the left-hand side of your screen there, Cole, whether Fletcher will be out cheering on at ringside as well. Here's a cover.
1, 2. And a 2 count. Kyle Fletcher showing a little bit of frustration that time. But both these athletes have puts each other. You are looking live at Summer Blockbuster, coming to you from Portland, Oregon. Tony Schiavone, joined, of course, by Nigel McGuinness. And the TNT champion, Adam Cole, will be in an 8-man tag coming up a little bit later on tonight. But so far, I would say so much of a stalemate. Both men have had their moments, and both men keep coming back.
Yeah, there's a lot of fight in both Kyle and Anthony, that's for sure.
There's a pickup by Fletcher. Bowens drops down. Couple of kicks again. Over the top. I thought maybe he's going to try maybe a famous or not sure. Coming up here.
Who's going to get the advantage here? Nice face plant from Bowens.
Beautiful counter.
Looks to follow up.
And he does.
Up from the playbook of Billy Gunn on the outside there. Here's a cover.
1, 2, and a 2 count.
Enough. Maybe the closest near fall of the match right there.
But look now, a little bit of reticence on the face of Bowens. Cole. Does he need to pick up the pace here? Here it's classic. Billy Gunn, the Faymaster, dropping the jaw of Fletcher, but just not enough to get back the victory.
Yeah, that frustration when you feel like you got someone right where you want them and it does not follow through, it does not succeed, can be frustrating. But Bowens does need to stay in the game right now. He's in complete control.
We're joined by TNT champion Adam Cole. Last week, Adam, we saw you picking up the win in the Fighter Fest, that main event against Don Callis family. We met you in the main event spot here tonight. If you pick up the win tonight, you could have all the momentum going to Grand Slam Mexico in 1 week.
And that's certainly how I'd like for it to go. You know, I have full confidence that me, Roddy, Kyle, Danny Garcia are going to be able to pick up another victory here tonight.
There's that big event at Arena Mexico next week.
Don't look at me, Kyle.
Very good. You remember this one?
Hey, no. Don't you dare.
Champ, that's exactly what he wants.
No. There you go. There you go.
Pick up. Oh! Face first on the apron of the ring.
Perfect. Get him, Bowens.
Bowens with a head of steam. Down goes Fletcher.
Inside out. That's got to be it.
1, 2.
So close.
A little more air in the lungs of the Golden Goose.
Well, fans, let's take a look one more time at that. Boom. Like you said, Adam, inside out. That's what it was. Fans, as we mentioned, next Wednesday, we're in Mexico City, Mexico, at Arena Mexico for AEW Grand Slam Mexico. Tickets available right now. We're going to be in Seattle, Kent, Washington on Saturday, June 21st for a live Collision on TNT. The following Wednesday, we got Collision and Dynamite back in Seattle. That's Wednesday, June 25th. And don't forget, Dynamite 300, Collision 100 comes to Ontario, California, Wednesday, July 2nd. Tickets at AEWTIX.com.
Right to the knee.
What you got to do, man, keep that big man off his feet.
Oh, what's he going for here? Oh, my God.
A twisting DDT off of the turnbuckles. Into cover 1, 2. No, Sarah again. Kyle Fletcher's out.
My God, I feel the way I feel about Kyle Fletcher, but what a match this is.
Yeah,
what a match.
It's a tribute to the athleticism by both men, that they've taken so much punishment and are able to stay in the match.
Again, you can train as hard as you want, but you got to have grit. You got to have grit, and these two certainly have that.
Looking for the Molly Wop forearm, but instead a forearm from the Aussie. Oh, and a boot to follow.
Right to the jaw.
Big, strong, long legs from Kyle Fletcher at the mark.
Beautiful
rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and down goes Fletcher.
Second time, perhaps.
Here he comes. Oh, ran right into a big thrust kick. And a pickup. Boom! Oh, 1, 2, no!
Wow.
How about that?
Bowen's still alive, but for how much longer? A look of frustration, despair on your face, Cole. Why?
It's unbelievable seeing all this heart, all this grit from Anthony Bowens. He wants to win this match. He needs to win this match, and you can see it. You can feel it on his face. Come on, Bowens.
Can he win this match?
I think he can.
That's the question.
And so does the crowd. I think he can, and so does the crowd.
Oh, once again, using those strong legs. Plenty of steam coming out of the corner. Pick up, no sir.
Countered the brainbuster.
Bowens! Twisting slam. 1, 2, no! Billy Gunn was like us. You could see in the background, he thought it was over.
There you go. Bowens keeping the momentum going. Exactly.
He's going to that mollywop.
Fletcher had it scouted. You got to give him his dues.
And now Lance Archer.
Wait a second. He thinks he's safe.
What's Anthony doing? What's Anthony doing?
Oh my God! Up on top, colliding with Kyle Fletcher, was staggering around, and Billy Gunn is over checking on both men, obviously.
Watch this, look at the height of Bowens. A big risk, but it paid off as he collided into Fletcher.
Quite the risk, but absolutely paid off. Now both men, once again, trying to get back into the ring.
And now, big boot!
Look at that.
Lance Archer sending Billy Gunn down.
That changes the complexions of things. Bowens was distracted. He took his eyes off of Fletcher.
Pick up. The brainbuster sheer drop. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, Kyle Fletcher.
Cole, you better had eyes in the back of your head for that 8-man tag tonight, because Don Callis may not be here anymore, but the rest of the Don Callis family are, and that could be a big factor.
They are, and we are ready to fight that Don Callis family. Whether or not Don is here, we are going to win this main event match, no questions asked.
Well, certainly confidence on the face of the TNT champion. Still to come tonight. Well, take it to Grand Slam Mexico, and MJF and Mystico. Tony, one hell of a matchup.
Absolutely. After what we saw the first hour, the first 2 hours of this telecast, it is going to be absolutely wild coming up at Grand Slam Mexico. That's live next week on TBS and streaming on Max.
I'm an American hero because I'm a patriot. Everybody knows that about me.
Is that his face in place of the stars on the flag?
God bless your American hero, which brings me to Mexico. Mexico's supposed top guy is Mystico.
A true legend, iconic, prolific, second-generation superstar.
When I stepped foot into your country, I sold out your historic Arena Mexico. Mystico, I know that you think you're a Lucha Libre legend, but you know what I think? I think you're just a big fish in a small pond. The best wrestler in the world doesn't hail from Mexico. He hails from the United States of America.
That's coming up next week. Right now, though, let's take it up to our colleague, the legendary Carlos Cabrera.
Thank you so much. Hello, how are you? course, you know my name, Carlos Cabrera. In 7 days, we'll be making history. A great collaboration between AEW and CMLL, el Consejo Mundial de Lucha. When we talk about this collaboration, nothing comes to my mind better than introducing to you a star that has decades in the business and still can make you enjoy his talent. His debut was 4 decades ago. He's called the idol of children, el ídolo de niños, because younger generations love him, or love him, as well as fans of all ages. In my book, one of the best ever, a guy with many accomplishments and championships, a person who has taken many masks of most importance in the business, and in my opinion, a real, truly living legend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Atlantis!
Atlantis.
Here we have him.
And Atlantis Jr.
With Atlantis Jr.
How about that?
We're talking about a huge historic collaboration between AEW and CMLL, el Consejo Mundial de Lucha. And who better to talk about that than this great star?
Oh boy.
You're kidding me.
Did I hear the words? Did I hear the words living legends? Because there's only 2 living legends that I know of, and they are standing right next to me.
I think this is embarrassing for all of us.
And Atlantis Senior, I see that look in your eyes. Carlos, beat it. Atlantis Senior, I see that look in your eyes, and it's either excitement or the look of someone so old they're about to defecate themselves on national television. And I get it. You are scared. You have every single reason to be scared, because let me give you a synopsis of everything FTR has accomplished the past few weeks. They took out the Rock and Roll Express. They took out Nigel McGuinness at Double or Nothing.
I'm still here.
And ever since Double or Nothing, they've turned Nigel McGuinness into a pill popper. Yes.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Nigel McGuinness has been popping melatonin every single night, hoping that when he goes to sleep and wakes up, he'll be in 2002, the last time that he was relevant.
2008, thank you very much.
Daniel Garcia, he's felt the same since Double or Nothing. And you want to know why? Because Daniel Garcia has contemplated retirement. And if the backstage rumors are true, that OnlyFans link is going to drop any day now. And Adam Copeland, I've heard it. Where's Adam? Where's Cope? When is Cope coming back? What is Cope up to? I can tell you what Cope is up to. He's at home staring at a wall, his brain sizzling like a fajitas plate from Chili's. What a great list of accomplishments. But there's one more thing that this great tag team has to accomplish. They've performed in every single major arena known except for one, and that is Arena Mexico.
and they don't have a match yet. But what they want, they get, and it doesn't matter how they do it.
Hey, so obviously, Big Stoke is a little upset. Guys, I'm talking. Give me a second. Just relax. Big Stoke is a little upset. I'm not as upset, okay? I'm actually very excited about the partnership. He's talking! I'm actually very excited about the partnership between AEW and CMLL. CMLL is the oldest promotion in the history of professional wrestling, which is funny because I think we have the oldest professional wrestler in the history of professional wrestling right here. But hey, I digress. I guess I want to get to know you. My name is Dax. Very nice to meet you. This is Cash, Big Stoke. And I guess what I want to know from you is if myself and Cash were wrestling back in your day, back in the 30s, how do you think we would have fared? Okay. I think we would have fared pretty damn well. I mean, whether it be the Villanos, Blue Panther, it doesn't Santo, we would have beat them all. You would have been our bag boy. Speaking of bag boy, at 62 years old, you're still going strong. I guess my next question is at 62, throughout the week, how many depends do you go through? Okay.
Yeah, we've all had enough. Thank God.
Thank God is right.
With Arena Mexico and Grand Slam Mexico next week, this is an embarrassment for all of us.
Oh, what? No, screw this.
Wait a second. We're going to try to stuff Power Drive and Landis, and there's the TNT champion, Adam Cole. It's enough.
I'm standing right here. I learned my lesson.
Absolutely. I don't blame you now. We got the Don Callis family. Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher.
Hechicero's out there as well.
Absolutely. And now, Adam Cole, Atlantis, and Atlantis Jr. at the mercy of the Don Callis family.
Wait a second.
Whoa, what do we got? Bandito's arrived. DeFlorio's there. Double-footed drop kick. Assisted. But now it's FTR. Taking him out. We got bodies everywhere. For crying out loud.
This is breaking down. Wait a second.
Hold the phone.
The Hounds of Hell, Brody King.
Brody King has come out, the big man, slinging haymakers.
Wow.
Out goes Cash. They're chanting Brody and Dax is still in there.
Dax in the middle of it there. Gotta get out of there.
He's trying to beg off. Meanwhile, up on top. Big crossbody and down go Fletcher and Hechicero. And Dax caught.
Oh boy.
He's trying to beg off.
Some politics.
What's Atlantis wants him? Atlantis wants him. Atlantis ducks low, picks him up. How about Atlantis? The legendary CMLL Lucha Libre performer.
Oh, he doesn't look so old now.
No, he doesn't.
Look at Dax and running for his life.
There's nowhere for Dax to go. He's caught. Oh, he goes over the barricade.
Dax the Axe is getting chopped down.
And he's running away. Wow.
What a chaotic scene.
What an incredible moment.
Atlantis certainly proving he can keep up with Dax the Axe.
Excitement Plus here tonight on SummerBlockbuster. We continue as we send it to Lexington.
Big Bill, Brian, Keith, you guys asked for this time. What's on your mind?
We said we were going to crack skulls and stack W's, and that is exactly what we did to Gates of Agony.
And for a second, in that street fight, I didn't think I was going to make it. But I appreciate you having my back, Bill.
Always got your back, BK. But that was only one W. One W. So if there is another tag team out there that wants to step up.
Tag team out there. Definitely a tag team out there, Bill. You look like you've seen a ghost. Don't let the fact that we haven't been in an AEW ring in over a year lead you to believe that we're not still two men that are possessed and obsessed with success. Failure's not an option where we come from, pal. So, you know, if you and BK, you want to have it your way, I guess it's time for us to punch in.
Knock out.
Hey, if you two want to get your skulls cracked, well then by all means. Crack, crack!
This guy.
He's on something. Let's go.
Try decaf, pal. See y'all soon.
That's a tantalising prospect, Tony, certainly. What? That's a tantalising prospect. If ever I sing, I want to talk about tantalising. It's time for the CEO.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Money!
Conspicuous by their absence, all the titles around the waist, shoulders and other limbs of Mercedes Moné. But there's a reason why they're right beside us. Oh, Miss Moné, what a moment. Oh, what an honor it is to sit next to you.
Of course, All In Texas coming up on the 12th of July. Tony Storm.
Me. Listen, I'm the conversation. People talk about me, not the other way around. So let me enjoy my dinner in peace.
More than a pleasure to do so.
Well, there you see her with all her gold. But she's looking for the AEW Women's World Championship at All In on July 12th.
Quite a buffet. I'd love to get a bite of that.
Introducing first, accompanied by Sky Blue from Bloomington, Minnesota, Julia Hart.
Very foreboding, intimidating entrance for the very young and talented Julia Hart with 54 singles wins in her AEW career.
Certainly a bewitching theme, fitting Julia Hart. Alongside there, Sky Blue, a vicious sister of sorts.
And now, here comes the champ.
And her opponent, accompanied by Luther from Stage 7 Warner Brothers Studios, she is the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm!
The one, the only, Timeless Toni Storm. And of course, Luther, as Toni makes her way towards the buffet table.
Well, let's see if she's going to take another bite. Like last week, he's having a sniff of success. But instead, tonight, unable to take even a mouthful.
Toni made a
mouthful of right hand there from Sky Blue.
Made a critical mistake here. Obviously, turn your attention into Mercedes Moné, her opponent, coming up at All In. And
oh, look at this.
All the others are throwing Sky Blue out of here. Sky Blue's got a lead, but as you can see on the left of your screen, and now the carnage continues. continues.
Well, that hardly seems fair. Luther's allowed to stay out here.
Well, Luther didn't attack anyone.
Oh, sorry, that's only a matter of time. Everyone knows how mentally unstable that man is.
Now we're checking in on Timeless Tony Storm. Boy, this has to be favorable for Mercedes Moné. I know we're over a month away. Well, she's enjoying every bit of this. Now we're seeing if Tony can stand up. Tony and Julia Hart are set to go one-on-one here. Julia Hart obviously is in charge.
Tony Storm unable to even stand at this juncture. I don't think, in good conscience, the official Aubrey Edwards should allow Miss Storm to compete.
Meanwhile, as you saw Mercedes on her phone, enjoyed a little
Pinot.
Pinot
Noir.
I guess. Meanwhile, Tony Storm's just, okay, she's on her feet, which is the good news. And, well, barely. Doc Sampson to help out. Well, we've seen plenty of Doc Sampson tonight.
It has been a rough night, certainly.
It has. All right. As
you can see Luther here at ringside, trying to give Tony Storm the clap. Be misconstrued.
And now the bell sounds. Let's see if Tony can continue. And immediately, Julia Hart's on the attack here. Double leg pickup. Tony trying to fight it off, but no. Tried some up kicks that time. Couldn't get rid of Julia Hart, who right now is relentless.
You've got to think at this juncture, this is Julia Hart's match to lose with the AEW Women's Champion Hart.
Up on top. Moonsault cover, 1, 2. No, sir, got it 2 count.
Great adjustment from Julia Hart there. As she went over, she started to see Tony Storm move, so adjusted to make sure that if she had moved, she still would have landed reasonably safely. Smart move from the former TBS champion, but instead, Ada drop kick. Storm battling back.
You heard her. Fans, this will continue on TBS streaming on Max. Oh, God. Tony Storm trying to hip attack, and you could heard it. You heard it, and you could see it.
Oh, there was an attack of her own to her own hip. Julia Hart now back in strong command. Full mount. It's slamming the head of the circumspect Tony Storm.
2. And the 2 count. Well, Julia Hart, former TBS champion, 7 successful title defenses in her championship reign.
Even before that, there was a 28-match winning streak, eventually broken by Chris Statlander. She would go on to take that title from Statlander. A simple arm wringer from Hart, trying to control her arguably more powerful opponent. And we'll see here. Hart has been known for attempting the rope walk.
What an athlete. Julia Hart has
great balance, but great risk as well.
As bizarre as she is so talented. There's a running clothesline from behind in the cover. 1, 2. And got a 2 count on the champion.
Of course, Julia Hart, known for that heartless lot as the TBS champion, the current TBS champion. Not to mention all the other titles that she has. Mercedes Moné enjoying a fine steak at ringside. Not sure what cut that is. You eat a lot of steak, don't you, Tony?
I don't eat any steak, no, I don't. Fans chanting Tony's name. Luther trying to get the fans behind her. And it's disrupting Mercedes' dinner.
What do you make of that diet, though? Asparagus, very good.
Each their own.
Diuretic. Not good for you, Tony, certainly.
Back elbows, trying to get out.
Stand here for 2 hours anyway.
Forearm shot. You're too much, McGinnis. Into the midsection.
Right now, it looks like Julia Hart is too much for the AEW Women's Champion.
I agree.
And Monet, who is facing Storm at All In Arlington, Texas, Saturday, July the 12th, just 31 days away. Doesn't look like she's going to be much of a challenge. Certainly looks like come All In. Oof. Mercedes Monet may be leaving with some more gold.
Forearm shot as Toni Storm tries to get out of this predicament. Nope. European uppercut. The relentless Julia Hart right now. Just look at this again.
And a weaken the shoulders of the champion. Hart, of course, known for that heartless lock. A move that focuses on the same region as the infamous sugar hold. Made famous by the legendary patriarch Stu Hart. Nothing sweet about.
Toni Storm back to her feet, trying to counter this move and get to the midsection. There you see Mercedes Monet as we are back live on our summer blockbuster. This has been a domination by Julia Hart over the Women's World Champion, only 31 days away. Toni Storm and Mercedes Monet for the AEW Women's World title. Just a part of our big July in Texas. Beginning with Dynamite at the Curtis Colwell Center. Going all the way through StarCast on Friday and Saturday. Supercard of Honor, and then, of course, the big one Saturday. Oh! July 12th at Globe Life Field. And now look at this.
That didn't look like much fun.
Julia Hart down, pick up! Deadlift German suplex.
Mercedes Monet is stunned here at ringside. I can only imagine how Julia Hart feels.
1, 2.
Beautiful fisherman suplex, almost perfect execution. As the champion potentially looking for a second hip attack. And the other champion, the TBS champion, Mercedes Monet. A lot of concern on her face.
Well, we took a look right there at the TBS champion, and right now, Aubrey Edwards backing off. Mercedes Monet has been playing on her phone an awful lot.
Oh, there, the distraction. Gave Julia Hart the chance to get the tarantula on.
2, 3. Back it up, come on.
And a warning. I want to read you this tweet, okay, that she just clued us in on. That she says 5 belts Monet doesn't want to wait until All In to win another title. So next week at Grand Slam Mexico, I want to challenge for the CMLL World Women's Championship.
Wow.
How about that?
Who says you shouldn't read social media?
Well, she told me she's not going to tweet, you need to read.
She might need a bigger table, Tony, by the looks of things. She's running out of space as it is.
So next week she wants to challenge for the CMM or CMLL Women's World title. Look at this. Pick up. 1, 2. No, sir. Julia Hart defiantly comes out.
Just unable to keep the shoulders of Hart down. But the eyes rolling around in the skull like marbles. This could do it.
Trying to pick up Julia Hart. Julia Hart. Leg trip takedown. Now drags the champion.
Looking for a moonsault for the second time. Let's see what she does here. Can she adapt?
Mercedes.
There you go. Great landing, but she's given herself up. Small package.
1, 2, got it. 3. Here's your winner, the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm.
Well, what What did that face say to you, Tony?
Well, I can tell you what I think. Mercedes can talk about winning titles in Mexico, Europe, wherever she goes, but she better focus on timeless Tony Storm, because it all in Texas. On the 12th of July, Tony Storm and the undefeated AEW TBS champion, Mercedes Moné.
Look out, Tony. The CEO knows where to go.
Tony Storm unaware of what's going on. What a battle, fans, that is going to be. What do we have here? Standing over a fallen champion. I was going to say I have no words for what we just saw, but now we can see what has transpired.
Mercedes Moné had a sniff.
And now,
wait a second. Ina Shirakawa came for a gulp.
It's Mina.
Certainly Tony Storm needed more Mina. Oh, but wait a second.
Oh, she's come back for more.
Moné would not be done.
Wailing away on Mina Shirakawa. We've seen this from Mercedes before. It looks like she was going to leave. She does a U-turn and then comes back for more.
A tactical retreat only to come back to further make her statement.
What is becoming a monumental night afternoon for AEW. All right, a lot more to come here tonight on our Summer Blockbuster live on TBS and on Max. Here is Lexi Nair with more. Lexi.
Ricochet, these last few weeks you have made it abundantly clear that you are trying to recruit people to ultimately...
Everybody out there already knows that I am searching for the perfect group of individuals to help me make my quest for gold become a reality.
Ricochet, listen, man, listen. Now, Blake and I, we peeped you coming ringside from a match last week. We know that you saw what we could do.
And yeah, we've been thinking that we don't need something, but we need someone.
Stop. You guys are correct. I am searching. I am looking for the perfect group of ultra athletes to help me navigate my ways through the unjust waters that is AEW. And honestly, I've been watching you guys for a long time, and recently a lot of people have been putting me on to you guys, showing me your stuff, because apparently you've been pressing the right people in the right places. And guys, really all I've got to say is that it's pretty embarrassing to watch two grown men go out week after week and play make-believe Ricochet. Honestly, it's pretty cringe, really. And although you may have been impressive in the ring, there's still just something that you guys are missing.
Ricochet still looking for, I guess, men to help him out, but apparently it wasn't enough for Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. All right, fans, DraftKings Sportsbook is an official partner of AEW.
Reach for the sky, boy.
We continue live here on this Wednesday on TBS with our Summer Blockbuster as we go back to the ring.
The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Tomohiro Ishii and Mark Briscoe.
Well, I would say quite a surprise. Little conglomeration reunion going on here.
Somewhat. The chicken and the stone pit bull is going to be a real farmyard affair.
Yes, we do have a mixed trios match coming up.
Joining them from Long Island, New York, Willow Nightingale.
Three very charismatic stars, certainly. Mark Briscoe certainly a screw loose. Willow Nightingale, lovable, affable. Tomohiro Ishii. There, Chris Statlander, a long and storied history with Willow Nightingale.
Well, she just walked away from the monitor there. We do understand we're going to get some, or here's some comments from Chris Statlander that were recorded last week after Fyter Fest, and that is still to come here. Interesting to hear what she has to say, but let's go back to the ring right now.
And their opponent, accompanied by Johnny TV, Taya Valkyrie, and FXF Collection!
Just a tick, Tony, just a tick. Four more fashionable individuals I have never seen. Get ready to strike a pose.
They are unique. I think Ishii doesn't know what to make of them.
All four members got personal invites to Paris Fashion Week. Stella McCartney's got MXM Collection on their quick dial.
That's right. That guy knows it.
Paris Fashion Week. Are you serious?
They're not going to lie.
Yes, they are.
Stop throwing stuff at me.
The size of Mason Madden right there.
And on the outside, Mansoor inside. Here we go.
280 pounds, and in comes Mansoor.
Mansoor does not want to collide with Ishii.
The Iron Sheik.
Stone Pitbull. Oh, that hurt. And now Taya Valkyrie will come in, which means Ishii. Oh, Taya getting right in the face. Look. Oh. Willow's going to. Oh, my God.
Legally, once Valkyrie tags in, Nightingale has to come in as well.
And she's returning chops now to Taya Valkyrie. Duck low, a pickup by Willow, and a slam. Here's Willow. Oof, crossbody one. We continue, fans. Good to have you with us on TBS. Here for our summer blockbuster live from Portland, Oregon, the Moda Center.
Oh, wait a second.
Well, here comes Mark Briscoe in, ducks low. He's got the big guy reeling here, Nigel.
Only for a matter of time, though. Look, the power of Madden. Oh, still on his feet, though.
He sure did for a big elbow that time. Madden in the corner, and here goes Mark Briscoe again. The conglomeration together the first time since April. Great to see that. Over the top. Pick up Madden, just an incredible athletic specimen.
Oh, look at that. They decapitated the chicken.
Big leg
still
drop.
keep moving.
What's that?
He can still keep moving after he got decapitated.
I believe
so. With chickens, I hear.
Still to come tonight. The Toxic Spider Tekla against Queen Amanado. Back elbow. Pick up here. Bandito, the Beast Mordos one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
There's a hip attack for you. Now, big 8-man main event. Don Callis family.
Right, let's get a close-up.
Against the Paragon.
My God, we've gone G-rated.
Would you stop?
Wow.
It's a family show for crying out loud.
Not much longer. Someone might create more members of the family watching that.
Mark Briscoe lands on his feet, tags in Willow Nightingale, who elevates Mansoor on the way. And Taya comes in, missed the kick, and down goes Valkyrie. Willow Nightingale. Three of them. And the fans are right with Nightingale hit a Steve and a hip attack of her own.
guys and the Nightingales are enjoying this.
Willow Nightingale, former TBS champ, shotgun dropkick, former CMLL World Women's Champion.
Unable to follow up. Johnny TV coming to the aid of his main squeeze.
And Willow's relentless. Oof, down goes Johnny TV and Taya Valkyrie as well.
Eggs are flying and back inside. 2-on-2.
MXM collection. I guess trying to console each other. I don't know what that was about.
Again, the size of Madden, you can see there.
He really is.
Towering above both members of the conglomeration.
Into the ropes. And both send him outside with shoulder tackles, but it's Mansoor with a thrust kick. Mark Briscoe in. Duck blow, telegraphed it, goes out, caught by Madden. Look at this double team. They set up Senton that time.
Well, they're not done yet. The Doomsday device.
That's what they're going for.
Spelling Doomsday for Briscoe.
Briscoe fighting offense. Ishii coming over. No communication with Briscoe and Ishii. Oh! Little redneck kung fu.
How do they communicate? They don't speak any language. Oh, wow.
Mansoor with an incredible move.
The Sunset Bomb.
The Sunset Bomb, and Willow Nightingale with a pounce. Willow Nightingale slaps Madden.
Oh, that was illegal.
Look at Willow getting involved here. Double team. In position for the Froggy Bow. Bring it in. And a drop kick for Johnny TV.
Oh, wait a second.
Taya rolls up 1-2. Got a 2 count, almost stole it. Ducking low, missed the spin kick. Gut wrench pickup.
With a power bomb.
1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, Tomohiro Ishii, Mark Briscoe, and Willow Nightingale.
That was chaotic from the outset, Tony, and it didn't let up from start to finish. I don't know which way to look.
It was excitement plus. It's what we've come to expect here on a Wednesday night in AEW. Well, we saw Chris Statlander watch the monitor, watching Willow Nightingale earlier to walk away. Hear a comment from Chris Statlander after last week at Fyter Fest. Take a listen.
Hey, Stat, do you have a second?
What? What, are you gonna ask me about Willow Nightingale? Look, I tried, but she's done with me, so I'm done with that. Why don't we talk about the fact that I am Chris Statlander? And let's remind everyone that there is no other person on this roster like me. So why isn't that good enough for anyone, huh?
My friend Chris. Easy, all right? Look, I know it's been tough with Willow Nightingale. I know it's been tough since you left the Best Friends. I know how things have worked out for you, and I'm sure it's not easy seeing how things have worked out for me, but I had to make a lot of tough choices to get where I'm at. So if you ever need some advice, I'm here. Hey, here's one for free. Forget about Willow Nightingale, and forget about what other people think of you. Make your own choices, all right?
Okay.
I have no idea what to make of that, with the exception of there's trouble brewing.
Certainly is with this man coming to the ring.
Yes, fans, by the way, this is our standby match. I think you saw earlier what happened to Commander at the hands of the Hurt Syndicate. Well, they threw everything into disarray.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 249 pounds, the Beast, Marto!
great standby match this is. This is like your old days at TBS Superstation, Tony.
Absolutely.
Let's take you back to the good old days.
These are the good old days, my friend.
You're all right.
As we go back to the ring.
And his opponent, accompanied by Los Outrunners from Torreon, Mexico, weighing 211 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandito!
Oh, how idiotic are Los Outrunners. They forgot to put their masks on.
Oh, for crying out loud. Bandito, the Ring of Honor World Champion.
At least he remembered.
And Beast Mortos. And here we go with this. It's going to be a fantastic matchup. So glad you could be with us here on TBS as great wrestling has continued throughout the decades. No doubt about it. I've been so very happy and proud to be a part of all of it. Watch out! Bandito went running by, and Beast Mortos literally ran over him. And fans crashing like you've hit a wall like Beast Mortos after your energy drink. Break through with iDrink, the clean, crash-free productivity drink that enhances focus and stamina without caffeine or stimulants. Grab yours now at iDrink.com and use promo code AEW15. That's AEW15 to get 15% off your order. That's iDrink.com.
Looks like Mortos has had more than one can. Starting off like that. Both men came in with the same idea, but there's only one way that was going to end.
Bandito is so strong, so elusive, but Beast Mortos on another level of strength.
There again, the strength, the center of gravity of the Beast. He was impressed ever since his debut here in AEW, since his allegiance to the LFI. Ooh, wow, he's even more dangerous.
Up on top of, wow, Beast Mortos elevated over the top rope, landed on his feet on the floor, which is, watch out, Bandito, here comes the Ring of Honor champ! Wow, flying through with a tope, suicida, and the fans love everything about this young man.
The impassioned desperado certainly took to the air. Big risk here.
The chant of Bandito rings out here at the Motor Center, up on top. Little homage to Eddie Guerrero. Oh my God!
Wow. Who's that an homage to?
Wow.
Christian Cage, perhaps?
I don't know. It's an homage to breaking a man in half.
Just driving through the midsection of the Ring of Honor champion, Bandito, who's now desperately gasping for air. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, he's going to gouge the eyes and pull on the eye socket.
Trying to rip at the mask of Bandito. We've seen Roosh, the leader of LFI, and his penchant for removing the masks of luchadors. Just earlier tonight on Dynamite as well.
Look at this, picking him up by the eye holes in the freaking mask. Fans, next week we are live at Arena Mexico for Grand Slam Mexico. Yes, MJF, ooh, and Mystica is covered. 1, 2. Limited seats are available at AEWTIX.com, live on TBS, streaming on Max next Wednesday night. And fans, MJF and Mystico, if it's going to be anything like we saw earlier, that is going to be a battle.
Just imagine in those hallowed walls, if you will, of Arena Mexico. Watch out.
The big man comes over the tornado through the top and middle ropes. And this match continues on TBS, streaming on Max. Stay with us.
Right, you've got to be excited about going to Mexico. Tony, I know you spent plenty of time in Tijuana, but Mexico City itself, Arena Mexico, have you been there before?
I've never been to Arena Mexico. It's like, for a wrestling fan like I was all my life, Arena Mexico is a bucket list place. You got to realize that.
Fantastic. Well, I'm excited to be there alongside you. Hopefully you've got those... Hey, wait a second.
Watch out.
Lying in wait. Bam. The right hand of Mordos.
Hopefully I got what? I can't wait to hear what you were going to say.
Well, you know, all your legal troubles with your streaking, you got them taken away from your record so you can get back in the country.
That's great for you to bring that up. Watch out. Oh, he was going to throw him into the barricade, but grab the hair, didn't Mortos. And I think what he's doing here, he's getting Bandito all riled up. If I can use that term, rear chin lock applied.
You can use any term you want, Tony. The floor is yours.
That's why you're a great partner, Nigel.
Tell my girlfriend. Right now, Beast Mordos, though. Not much of a dance part. Oh, a low blow right in front of the official.
Gee whiz.
Official using liberal use of the rules, perhaps.
Right.
Not the full contact there. Ooh, wow. Just picking the Ring of Honor World Champion apart, piece by piece. Single leg.
Yep.
Boston doesn't have the complete execution thereof.
And right now, you can see Bandito trying to get to the ropes, and meanwhile using all the weight to fall back on the knee. 1, 2, and Bandito's out in 2.
Bandito knows a thing or two about injury, of course, potentially career-ending injury, breaking his wrist. Had to have 2 surgeries. Many thought he would never come back.
As the chant of Bandito continues, and something obviously that the big guy does not like.
Mordos clearing command. What's he calling for here? A headbutt, perhaps.
Bandito holding on to the top turnbuckle, and Brandon Martinez finally intervenes here. There's a pickup.
I wonder why Bandito wears a mask, Tony. From what I understand, he's a very handsome man. Why cover that up?
Well, I can't answer that.
I can understand why you might wear a mask.
I can't answer that either.
Rumors true Saturday night, sometimes you do. But anyway, I digress.
Again, going after the mask here of Bandito, which has been almost one of the focal points of what Beast Mordos of LFI has been trying to do.
It is certainly the weak spot on any luchador enmascarado. The mask is this thing of prestige, sanctity.
Now
certainly a weak spot for anybody facing him.
Bandito finally gets off of the turnbuckles. And now just an open target here for Beast Mortos. Our 4-hour summer blockbuster continues live on TBS and streaming on Max. Tony and Nigel, we'd be great to have you with us. What a night it's been from Portland, Oregon. Beast Mortos with a running double-footed shotgun drop kick.
We've got to be honest, Tony. If you want to call this fair, Mordos has had the lion's share and then some of the offense in this match.
No question. Bandito trying to mount a comeback by just moving out of the way, gets a foot up. But you can see Bandito still holding onto the ropes here. Gets the feet up.
Playing possum somewhat, lying in wait, waiting for the Beast to charge.
But you can still see how gingerly he's moving across that top rope, Nigel.
He absorbed so much punishment during this match, almost from the get-go.
Now a burst of speed from one rope to the other.
Whoa!
Unbelievable! The Ring of Honor World Champ!
Where did he get that energy from?
The fans erupt! Beast Mortos barely gets up! What a matchup here on Summer Blockbuster, the power of this young man!
That is incredible strength. What's he doing now?
Got rid of the weight belt. He's going to go up top. It's Bandito! A frog splash!
From the heavens.
1, 2, no!
Oh. And he is going to have to lie, cheat, and steal.
There you
to beat
see
Bandito, to beat the Mordos.
We're 31 days away from what is going to be an incredible week of action, all capped off by All In.
Talking of capping things off.
Trying the 21 plex, it looked like at that time, but no, Beast Mortos came away from it.
Wow. Bandito is stunned. Oh, God, now he is.
A twisting tornado bomb, if you will. Here's a pickup. Into a crucifix bomb and a one.
Shoulders up.
1, 2. Oof. Good job by the referee seeing that left shoulder up.
Not the Ring of Honor World title, not on the line in this matchup, but certainly a victory over the champion would put him in the conversation. Beast Mortos to get another opportunity for the title. Oh!
A lung blower.
Cover the man.
Over to make a cover run.
Dos, tres. Oof. Did I get that right, Tony?
You sure did.
I don't know why I asked you. You barely speak English. But looking to follow up now. Mortos.
Pick up.
Tilt the world, but...
1, 2. Bandito almost came away with the win that time. Now back up on his feet. Rolls through. 1, 2. No, still going on this match. Big man ducked through. Pick up by Bandito. Got the knee up.
Slow to follow up, though.
You're right. I think he wants to go up top again. Yes, he does. The Ring of Honor World Champ.
He's facing out, so it's not a frog splash. Well, I didn't know what he had in mind, because Beast Mortos beat him to the punch, figuratively.
It looked like he was going to attempt a moonsault from the top there, but I guess we'll never know. As well, man, it's going to be
precarious on the middle rope and turnbuckle. What is this?
I don't know what Mortos has in mind, but Bandito's trying to fight it off. Now Bandito looks like he has the advantage here.
How do you say please don't die in Spanish?
Oh, no.
Again, you're not much help, Tony.
Nope. Oh, my God.
Mio Dios.
A cover. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner, the Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandito!
The crowd is going nuts.
Hell of a match, and when you've got that match waiting in the wings, it really speaks to the talent depth in AEW.
Absolutely.
Wrestle.
Great call, Nigel. This standby match was everything and more. All right, we continue with what has been an exciting night. Let's go to Renee Paquette. Standing by, Renee.
Mercedes, there's a lot to unpack about what just happened out there in the ring, but it looked like you whispered something to Tony. What did you say?
Renee, I don't kiss and tell. Come on now. Tony got everything that she deserved. And at All In Texas, I'm going to get everything that I want. The AEW Women's World Championship.
Well, it also seems that there's another thing that you wanted, because earlier you made a post on X challenging for the CMLL Women's World Championship.
That's right, 6'5".
Hola, puta. Challenge. Accept it. Próxima semana, Grand Slam.
I'm looking to get a medical update on Will Ospreay. We saw earlier tonight he was viciously attacked by the Young Bucks.
How is he?
I don't know if actually.
Hey, are you okay? Holy crap, I had no clue that was going to happen.
No, you tell me why in 5 words I shouldn't take both your heads off.
In 5 words, okay, how about this, okay? We were aiming for Swerve, okay? You know, the guy that we've distracted and kept busy for 2 months.
It's true.
So you'd have a clear path to win the Owen.
Remember
Congratulations, but oh, hey, you're welcome, man, okay? Hey, Don't forget, all you have to do now is stick the landing. Okay, all you have to do now is win the world title and bring it to the elite. You know, the real plan.
What plan? Huh? There was no plan. There was never a plan. I haven't talked to you guys in months. I didn't ask you to do what you did at Dynasty, and I sure as shit didn't ask you to do what you did tonight. I can't believe I'm having to tell you to do this again. But stay out of my business. Stay out of Osprey's business. And stay out of Swerve's business. And if you don't, if I ever burn down a home again, it'll be because I trapped the two of you in it first. Okay. I think he just made his bed, didn't he? Here. Boss, did you hear all of that?
Every word. Wow. How about that?
The plot thickens, certainly some intrigue as we head towards All In Texas.
All right, fans, you saw them working on Will Ospreay. We know Kenny Omega was taken to the hospital. We hope to have an update on him before this show ends tonight. That was obviously brutal. The Toxic Spider runs. We go to the ring. Come on now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Vienna, Austria, the Toxic Spider, Tekla.
And our first chance to see the Toxic Spider last week on Fighter Fest. Defeating Lady Frost, a very admirable competitor. Got to see that frenetic, aggressive style. I, for one, Tony, was very impressed. Not often someone comes down the pike who immediately makes an impact in a statement like Tekla.
She attempted to injure Lady Frost. Queen Aminata comes out. Tekla walks away, backs away. And then, of course, we hear the comments from Queen Aminata. She has certainly more than enough reason to have this matchup, but I believe in momentum in the wrestling ring, and there's no doubt that Spider has got the momentum right now.
And her opponent from Guinea, West Africa, Queen Aminata.
Regal and accentuated leggy physique of Queen Aminata, which has seen her way to many victories here in AEW and Ring of Honor. But to back up your point, Tony, while she's very capable, Aminata, I think she messed with the wrong arachnid. Tekla may only be one match into her AEW career, but again, impressed me with her debut match and is now ready to pounce, or dare I say, bite.
Now look at the stance here by Tekla. Just staring, holding on to the corner, almost like a spider.
There's certainly something arachnoid about her. We've seen that vicious style, equally capable to strike, as grapple as submit.
Calm step away that time by the Queen as Tekla came in with a spin kick.
Again, like a spider, retreating to her lair. We saw the submission victory last week. Oh, got caught here though.
Pick up by Queen Aminata. Face first. Gonna pick her up again. Oh no. Tekla. Snapmare takeover. Tekla tried the spin kick again, and once again, moving out of the way, Queen Aminata. But look at the approach here. There's a smile, as you can see, but look at the approach by Spider Tekla. Now back into her web.
Back to the exact same position. A little bit of concern perhaps on her face. Certainly aware of her adversary. Aminata certainly has the height, dare I say, leverage advantage.
Obviously,
to see here Whether the Spider takes the bait.
Well, she's going to, apparently. That's a long reach. Oh, wow. Still to come, our 8-man tag team main event. But right now, this matchup in the women's division, Snapmare takeover, a contrast in styles, no doubt. Another Snapmare takeover. Oof.
Wow. Watch out.
Juin got the knee in. And Spider Tekla rolls all the way out.
Tekla stunned on the outside. Readjusting her jaw, mandible. Doing the right thing though, taking all the momentum away from Aminata. Aminata is known for decapitating opponents with her off with the head. Driving knee, shin, drop kick, whatever you want to call it, with their opponent on the bottom ropes. But look here.
It's like Spider is stalking Queen Aminata.
Smart. Look at that, using the official. And again, yeah.
Spider Tekla goes down low, fans. As you can see, we are coming to Chicago for a big residency. Beginning on July 16th, we're going to be at the Aragon Ballroom. Oh, with Dynamite and Collision. Special 6-day ticket package at 10% off. Look at this. Pick up. Now Spider Tekla.
Whoa, well, the drop kick didn't connect fully, but I imagine this will.
Oh, wow, with purpose.
Tekla did more than tickle her.
This match continues on Summer Blockbuster. Stay with us.
Wow.
She's a very bizarre lady, Nigel.
She certainly is. Not your cup of tea, Tony, certainly.
I'm not going to go there. I was going to say, what is my cup of tea? I don't know.
You don't want to open that door. Now, Tekla with her hands all over Aminata.
You know, Tekla's
stunned.
She's doing a lot of, as she moves in for the kill, so to speak, she stares at the fans a lot. You ever notice that? Just a blank stare. She was staring at us, staring at the bell keeper. Just like a faraway look. Look at these body blows.
Unsettling. But wow.
Well, speaking of body blows, holy smokes.
Come on, hey.
Well, Aminata, after getting herself in this match, took to social media. She said, I choose violence. Well, she's getting plenty of it.
You're not kidding. Snapmare over. And now you see Spider Tekla with the legs around the head. Leg vice applied. 2, 3. Paul was calling for the break. I guess it was almost like it was a chokehold. He's checking in once again. 1, 2, a bridge up. How about that?
Tekla just weakening the neck there. We saw in her victory over Lady Frost what she calls the death trap. Her neck crank.
Yeah, what a spectacular move that was.
Spectacular, one word. Devastating, another. Look at this, just tying up Aminata. Right arm underneath the jaw. Vienna, Austria native here. Figure 4-ing the legs.
She may lean back. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Come on, Queen, what do you say?
And bridging over, my God.
The signature bridge.
Come on, Queen, what do you say? Hey, Queen, get out there. Get out of the nose. Come on. Off the
A rake to the eyes got out of that. But the toxic Spider is relentless. Sit out senton.
And Amanada now trying to fight her way back into this match. Doing that. But a little bit reticent here. Unable to follow up with much offense. Oh, wow. I take that back.
Wow.
Vicious headbutt in the corner. Nowhere for Tekla to go. Cover.
2 count. What a physical matchup in the women's division.
Small package.
1, 2. Queen Amanada almost got the win. The Toxic Spider, Tekla, Queen Amanada, one-on-one as Summer Blockbuster continues live from Portland, Oregon. Tony and Nigel with you. The Toxic Spider up top. Oh, look at this!
Tekla, you gotta break that. Oh,
The head scissors, using the ropes for leverage.
3.
A warning.
4. Let it go.
She let it go at 5. Take a look at what this woman can do.
Words can't do that description enough justice.
She has come up with many inventive moves and holds here that we're seeing right before our eyes. But Queen Amanada and done it. 1, 2. Almost picked up a win. And a back elbow.
Wow.
Sunk right in.
Oh, my God.
Followed up with a lariat. Amanada again.
Not pulling anything on this one. Amanada really throwing for the win. Oh, my God.
Snap
Halfway
suplex.
between a DDT and a suplex.
Man, what a night it's been. Coming up next, a big 8-man tag match with the Don Callis family. And of course, the Paragon. Daniel Garcia will join them. Hechicero joins the Don Callis family. Had enough of saying Don Callis' name tonight, to be honest with you. Oh!
It's off with their head!
Off with their head. It could be the win. Don't look at the camera, lady. And now, there you go. Drag her in. 1, 2. Whoa!
Wow. I don't know about that.
I don't either.
There was a kick out, and I guess give Paul Turner his due. A shoulder must have come off the mat. But the Toxic Spider looks like she's been stepped on.
It looks like there she goes. Inside out.
Lying in wait.
Oh, and now Spider Tekla picks up the intensity here. Slips through. And a headbutt by Queen Amanada.
That really has paid dividends. Tekla's not moving.
No, she's not. What a win this could be for Queen Amanada. What is she doing now? I think that explains it. Using her long, strong legs and hip. Queen Amanada.
Using something else as well. Whatever it was, highly effective.
She could be the biggest win of her young career if she connects. And she does, my God. Oh, Lord, 1, 2, no. How Tekla got out of that, I'll never know.
I don't know if she's toxic. Tekla may be radioactive. Just watch this. Just look at the
unbelievable.
Impact.
My God.
Oh, my God. Double boots right into the midsection, the rib cage. Tekla Summer still alive.
What a comeback this has been.
Hell of a match.
Queen Amanada. Here's a pickup. Tekla fighting it off. Back elbows. Connects with 3. Spider tries to go to the ropes. Picked back up. And there's forward roll. 1, 2. No, sir. Not yet. Back and forth these ladies go. Wow. Stunning the Queen to her knees.
Watch this.
As only a spider can do.
It's an Austrian horror story.
Tekla. Oh, with a spear. Down goes Queen. Tekla goes through, rolls up.
It's the death trap.
The death trap is on.
In the center of the ring.
win by Spider Tekla, who does not want to let go. Incredible.
Here's your winner, the Toxic Spider, Tekla!
The Toxic Spider is now 2-0. She was pushed to the limit this time by Queen Aminata, but prevailed.
Hell of a match.
Wow. It's been a chaotic night here so far. We've got huge news for next week in Mexico at Grand Slam Mexico, in Arena Mexico in Mexico City. Next week we've got a 10-man tag. That's right, the Death Riders and the Young Bucks together against the Ox, Will Ospreay, and Swerve Strickland. And with that in mind, let's take it back to Lexi Nair.
Kip Sabian last week, Christian Cage said you had a surprise for Nick Wayne after his return from Japan. Is that surprise ready?
Lexi. All right, hold on. Where's Christian?
Nick, Christian said that he wanted to give you some space this week. After all the hard work that you've put in over the last few months, you deserve it. Okay?
Okay, well, where's my mom?
Well, he also wanted to put in some hard work himself with her, but that's...
What?
Nick, that's besides the point. The point is we're here for your big surprise. Nick, we're here to see your best of the Super Juniors. Yeah? Yeah?
Wow. You really did this for me?
I did.
I love it.
Nick.
Thank you so much.
That's what brothers are for. Christian also wanted you to know he's really proud of you. I mean, I don't know where I'd be without him. And Nick, I don't know where you'd be without Christian either.
Coming up next, live on Summer Blockbuster, it's going to be the Paragon, Daniel Garcia together in an 8-man tag against the Don Callis family and Hechicero. Stay with us live from Portland. We are back live from Portland, and fans, we cannot go any further without going back and talking about what happened to Kenny Omega. What was started out to be one of our grandest moments, signing a contract for a match everyone wanted to see, and then it all broke down. Let's take a look once again. Shaking hands, it all looked good until this person
I know all
arrived.
of your tricks, and all these people know all your tricks.
Apparently did not know the final trick.
And this was the final. You could see, just watch this. This is hard to watch. Good Lord. Certainly unsettling to the stomach. And Tony, from what I understand, we've got somewhat of an update.
Kenny Omega has been taken to a hospital here in the Portland area. Of course, we know about his diverticulitis and about how that was a career-threatening illness that he had, and life-threatening, really, illness that he had. But the names are on the paper, but as of now, it is going to be Kenny Omega going up against Kazuchika Okada, winner-take-all for the AEW Unified Championship. God, that was a horrible scene, and our thoughts are with Kenny Omega right now as he battles, obviously, will be a battle his way back.
Thoughts are with Kenny. Tony, there is strength in numbers, and you can see RPG Vice, Brent Beretta, Rocky Romero, there at ringside will certainly play a factor in this matchup. Inconspicuous by his absence, unlike usually Don Callis, who you didn't see on your screen, escaped like a coward into the night.
Like a coward, that's because he is one. All right. Don Callis family's in. And with that in mind, let's go back to the ring with Arcady.
And their opponents, first accompanied by Daddy Magic from Buffalo, New York, weighing 187 pounds, Daniel Garcia!
Wasn't long ago, Garcia was given the opportunity to join the Don Callis family. Daddy Magic did the job of turning that down, though we never actually heard from Garcia. Though I assume now it has nothing to do with Callis. Certainly this man doesn't.
Joining him, the Paragons, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and the TNT champion, Adam Cole.
Paragon has arrived with the TNT champion at center point. Teaming together against the Don Callis family.
Got the title around Cole's waist, that TNT title that he took from Daniel Garcia. Certainly some added intrigue to this matchup.
Well, we are joined here by Daddy Magic. Matt, we are all shaken up by what we saw earlier tonight at the hands of Don Callis, of course. And Okada, what happened to Kenny Omega? He's in the hospital right now. I know we're all thinking about him.
I'd say the one bonus is no Don Callis out here with us tonight.
I've got for small mercies, I guess. It's Adam Cole that joined us starting out the night tonight here on Collision Summer Blockbuster, who vowed, dare I say, guaranteed another victory for Paragon and Daniel Garcia tonight after their victory last week on Fyter Fest. Daddy Magic, you've got to be a little concerned as you look out there and see, what is that, 6 members of the Don Callis family here.
No question about that. We're certainly outnumbered, and these are some big boys on the other side. Some big boys. Take a look at Hechicero here. Going to be starting things off with Daniel Garcia.
Talking of starting things off, Carl Fletcher starting things off tonight with Anthony Bowens, and it was Lance Archer at ringside who interfered in the match, slung Billy Gunn into the guardrail, and that gave Carl Fletcher the opportunity, the distraction to pick up the win.
Come on, Danny, now. Hechicero, one of the best on the mat. We know that.
The Alchemist, the wizard of the ring, known for his technical prowess, but certainly Garcia, who I have teamed with, cover.
No slouch, right? Former TNT champion. He can wrestle.
Very capable. He looks a little bit concerned, confused, perhaps.
Just taking it in.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm kind of confused here in many ways. We've got an 8-man tag. We've got 4-on-3 here. Hechicero trying to make a cover. Garcia covers. No, Hechicero's out. Good drop step by the great luchador, sending Daniel Garcia in. Who's ducks low. How about Daniel? Oh, leg pick.
Almost got coated in there.
A spinning elbow.
Got to get out of the way now here, Danny. Come on.
Oh! Whoa. Rising knee strike.
See, he didn't get out of the way at all.
Got it right in the face.
And a tag, and here comes...
Are we missing somebody on the apron here?
Well, I was going to say it's 4-on-3.
Lance Archer,
that's what I guess.
So
that's what they
big,
want.
He's able to stand at ringside and still get a good view in the ring.
That's all.
Yes. Oh, 4-arm shot.
There we go. Now he's got the bird's eye in there.
Yeah, now Lance Archer gets up.
Oh, what a shot by Adam Cole.
Great connect by Cole, and a big pump kick that time, and a deadlift pickup. Cole escapes. Tag, and here is The Messiah of the backbreaker himself in a tag.
Of that, the quick tags in and out.
Kyle O'Reilly in, backbreaker. Knee drop from the top.
Three members of Paragon, a lot of experience teaming with each other. So certainly that will be a big factor in this match. Quick tags in and out.
Isolate one man. Quick tags in and out. Tag team wrestling 101. Roddy Strong. Is there anybody more intense in AEW than Roddy Strong?
Nobody. You are right, but he's caught that time by Takeshita up top.
God.
Oh!
Wow. Right on the jaw of Strong. And here comes the big man.
Yeah, the maniacal big man who hit the top turnbuckle with the quickness. Tag is made. O'Reilly's in.
I got a question how interested Lance Archer is in this matchup. Didn't seem like he wanted to get in there. Start things off.
I just think it shows the sign of how cocky the Don Callis family is after what went down tonight. They feel like they can do whatever they want.
They've had a hell of a night, no question. Thoughts, of course, with Kenny Omega tonight.
No question. O'Reilly continues with the kicks, but he's picked up. And down he goes. Archer cleans the corner, and this match continues. Stay with us on TBS, streaming on Max.
What a marauding monster Lance Archer is, like Godzilla.
Just like that, huh? Can turn things around. Somebody once said you can't teach size. Ain't that the truth?
Tag and Hechicero is back in. And Kyle O'Reilly is in trouble. Top wrist lock.
Holy smokes.
Once again, the inventive moves.
Hechicero.
Tying up O'Reilly, who's known for a great submission ability himself, but this is very unorthodox.
I got to mix it up with Hechicero once. The thing that surprised me the most is just how quick he is for his size. The wrestling on the mat, we know the submissions out of nowhere, how innovative it can be. But that is a quick man.
So what? Aubrey Edwards was in the corner. Now she's over, only a 1 count that time. But of course,
allowing himself to be distracted by Garcia in the corner.
As discussion goes over on the Paragon corner with Daniel Garcia. Tough spot for Kyle O'Reilly to be in. Now tagging here comes Josh Alexander, man.
Alexander, the walking weapon.
Get a tag there, Danny. Come on now. That's a bit of a mistake, I'd say, by the Don Callis family.
Wow. A dance by Takeshita in front of Garcia.
He's pretty good with the dance moves there, Takeshita. What do you think, Tony?
Tony, put your wallet away. I know you got some singles there. You spent them all last night. Alexander now.
Come on, Kyle.
Putting himself between O'Reilly and his corner. And in comes the big man again.
That's the last thing you want to see if you're Kyle O'Reilly at this point. The big Lance Archer getting in there.
Archer has the blood. The late, great Bruiser Brody in his veins.
Here you go.
Where he has terrorized opponents and fans alike in the land of the rising sun. Now, Daddy, we said it on your way out here. We talked about how Don Callis had given Daniel Garcia the opportunity to join the Don Callis family and how you turned them down. But we've never got an actual answer. Where's Daniel Garcia stand on things right now?
That's right. Look, as far as I know, Nigel, business as usual here. I mean, do we actually think Danny's going to be entertained with the offer?
Yeah, certainly not after what happened earlier tonight. I would dare say Don Callis is public enemy #1 right now.
For everybody in AEW, right?
If he's smart, he will be on the first flight, train, or bus out of Portland.
Scoop up now by Alexander. Alexander just taking his time. Look at this.
Wow.
Up in the air and a knee right on the temple. And a cover. You're right, Daddy Magic. Pinpoint is correct. That's why they call him the walking weapon.
The face of Kyle O'Reilly. Look at that. That's determination. He's got to get over the corner, and he's ready to get there.
Come on, Kyle.
Summer Blockbuster continues live here on TBS, streaming on Max. Ladies and gentlemen, we have no more commercial breaks. We are staying with this main event as long as it takes. Thank you very much for being with us. What a night it has been. The ups and downs of AEW and these athletes. There's Josh Alexander turning around, but Kyle O'Reilly and Alexander both go down at the same time. An incredible 8-man main event. Who can make a tag first?
Kyle O'Reilly's got to reach over. He's been there quite a while in the ring.
Garcia.
Isolated.
Yes,
Here we go.
Garcia and Takeshita meet in the center of the ring. And it's Garcia. Literal fist of fire hitting the ropes.
Oh, the
Do it again, Danny.
House of Fire.
Do it again.
Takeshita will not go down.
Don't waste too much time here.
Oh, but a foot stuns Garcia. Takeshita missed that. Lay it down. Oh, go. My God, both men are down.
We're going to start rocking and rolling here now, boys.
That's determination.
Running lariat caught him in the corner. We're going to stay with this as long as it takes.
Unprotected right hands from Red Death.
Oh, like that, no nonsense, no dancing. All business tonight, main event.
No more breaks in the show, just action, fans, and the foot is up. A pickup.
Look out here.
It's a basic.
Gonna roll into another critical suplex.
Pickup.
Oh no. Yes. Little twist and shout cover.
Spinning neck breaker. 1 and 2. No. And a 2 count. Fans, as the action continues here, I want to remind you that next week we have a first ever. We'll cover 1, 2. First ever Dynamite 2.5 hours live at Arena Mexico. It's Grand Slam in Mexico. At 8/7 Central. Yes, MJF, Mystico. Next week, one-on-one. Look at this. The Dragon Tamer's on. Yes, Zusi said yes. I will give you a title shot, and it will be for the CMLL Women's World Championship next week, defending against Mercedes Moné. A 10-man tag that we talked about earlier. Take a look at the athletes involved in this one. John Moxley. Watch out, knee strike. John Moxley and the Death Riders team with the Young Bucks. Get ready against. Watch out. Oh, down low. Oh, against the Ups.
What a night next week in Mexico.
What a night it's going to be. Oh, the action is so fast, so furious, it's hard to keep up. We're talking about next week. Gutbuster.
Sick kick.
The sick kick and the cover. 1, 2. Needless to say, it's going to be a historic night next week in Arena Mexico. But now, as the octopus is on, Big Lance Archer, we've got.
Oh, looking for here. Figure 4.
A clover leaf. Oh, 4.
Everybody's locked in.
Dragon Tamer. Aubrey Edwards watching Josh Alexander.
Oh,
and that,
big man.
that.
Serendipity on the part of Archer. Just mowing down anybody in his way.
Bodies flying everywhere.
Not the smartest move there, Danny, going after the big man.
Lance Archer looks around for someone to attack. And who's it going to be? It's going to be Kyle O'Reilly. No, he ducked low. And now they double team and send Archer on the outside.
How you do it right there.
Oh, RPG Vice trying to get in. And a running knee.
How do you do?
High low. RPG Vice is down.
7-10 split for Kyle O'Reilly.
Absolutely. Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero deserve every bit of that. Wait a minute. Aubrey looking the wrong way. Back elbows. Watch out.
Got 2 and 1 in the ring.
That's exactly right. Forearm shot on Roddy. Stunned. 1, 2, 3 with the German. It's over.
Here are your winners. Hechicero, Lance Archer, Konosuke Takeshita, and Josh Alexander.
And we've got breaking news from All right, listen to this, fans. We're going to up the stakes next week in a 12-man tag. Adam Cole, Garcia, Brody, that's right, Brody King, Bandito, Templario, and Atlantis Jr. on one side, FTR, Prodixita, and Cesaro, Josh Alexander on the other. Next week, 2.5 hours.
Off the charts.
What a night it's going to be.
CMLL Women's Championship on the line. MJF against the legendary Mystico. It's all next week, Grand Slam, Mexico.
An historic night of AEW. What a night, Summer Blockbuster. It's been good night from Portland.